Good morning. Welcome, welcome. If you can see me, hello. Welcome. My name's Liz. This is Guided by Angels, and this is a live Q&A with me today on this fabulous Friday. It's not showing I'm live yet, but if you can see me, hello. If you are watching this back later with me as a replay, all you need to do is click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. And if you are watching this with me live right now on this fabulous Friday, just pop your question in the chat for me. It just takes a minute to come up my side, so just wait for it to do its thing as it does. I think you can probably see me now. Here we go. Okay, welcome, welcome. So my name's Liz. This is Guided by Angels. This is a live Q&A. So we've got Andreas. Welcome, honey. Hey, Andrea. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Did I say Andreas then? Andrea's in the house. Welcome, honey. So I'll just get it right my side. Give me a second. Okay, so we're going to do Andrea says, first in. Where's my relationship headed with Carlos Leo for the next few months? We've been talking about going to Vegas or taking a cruise. Wow. I feel that he is a little bit intimidated by your independence, because I feel like you will go and do these things on your own anyway, and he doesn't want you to. So this is about your confidence and strength. So I feel the message for you is the more confident you are, the more strong you are in yourself over the next 3 months or so, the quicker things are going to happen. So I feel this energy is about you and the way you are, because the stronger you are, the more at peace you are, the quicker things will move into place. So you know your future is being guided. This may well be why you're being independent right now, because you're saying, I know we're being guided back together. I know we've got a future together. I know everything's going to be okay. So this could be you releasing and letting go of fear and allowing things to unfold naturally. So how is he feeling about this? Yeah, he's finding the strength to change, and he's inspired by you. So he wants to do things differently. That's why you're talking about doing things together and going places together. And he's growing up because of the connection. So I feel that things are aligning to move things into place. Things are aligning. I've never wanted anyone the way I want you. I can't remember a time where I didn't love you, and having you in my life is all I've ever wanted. So he definitely wants what you want. Regarding the next few months, we've got movement with love, and again, look at this same card coming out, Queen of Pentacles, which again may mean that you are doing your own thing and you're not actually spending that time together. However, it's moving into place. It may not be over the next few months. It may be more like summertime or something like that, but it is happening. You're going to continue to get closer. He is opening up to you. However, I do feel there's this element of you still being single or being independent or being on your own. Doesn't mean he's not coming to you or you're not becoming a couple. It means there still needs more time. They give me desire. The desire is there to move it into place and to make things happen. It's just physically, is it going to happen? Because I feel you may still be waiting around. So the message here is don't wait around for him to do things with you. Do them anyway. You know, you focus on you and going places, doing things with you. So I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I feel it could take longer than a few months. So we just get another message. Anything else you need to know about the buckets? This will be the first time we ever do anything or go on vacation. So be patient with the timing. The signs are showing you, and he's receiving the signs too. This is his energy. So he's receiving all these signs. And you got dog, so that's loyalty. So he definitely is loyal to you. So I feel it's coming. It may not be over the next couple of months. It could be moving further into the summer. Let me see if I can get a timeline for going anywhere or doing anything. 5. It could be May. It could be 5 months' time. Yeah, look, summer. Okay, something's coming in the summer. So it's more likely to happen in the summertime than like in the next couple of months. 5 from May onwards, I'm feeling. I hope that helps, okay? You may even see 5, 5, 5. So it's moving forward, but not quite yet. So a bit more slow and steady. Oh, thank you for being here, Vincent. Welcome, welcome. Vincent in Chile there. I want to do the beautiful Ling. I can see Anne's just donated there. Thank you, Anne. We're going to do Ling first. Says, want to ask his current feelings and next actions towards me about the story I posted. So 5D connection is strong right now, so trust what you feel. He wants to manifest and create things with you, and this is about self-love again. Just had the same message coming out really for Andrew in a different deck. So 9 of Pentacles, self-love, self-care. So what I'm feeling is that he is thinking about you in a very positive way. You've been working on you, and that's impacting things, that's manifesting things in your life. And I feel he is working more on himself right now, becoming the version of himself he truly wants to be. And the 5D connection is strong. They're giving me in my mouth lots of saliva, and it's connected with desire. And I've picked up on this since I started the live. So, I've just seen the Magician pop out and go back in again. Look at this again, our future's being guided. Same message really that Andrew's just had, which is a sign of where we are in the Aquarius season, because the star is where we are in Aquarius season. So I feel there's definitely a movement, happening, and a shift. Maybe legally single. I feel it's more about him working on what he wants, like more about him focusing on self-love. So he may not still be completely free of it, but I feel he's getting there. So he's more, working more on himself. He's spending more time with himself. He's becoming his own truth. He's stepping more into his truth. So I feel he's more single than he is in something, even if he's still dealing with something. But I'm getting this energy where he wants you to know that he's taking control of his life, and that's because you've been guided back together. We got them pigs coming up again. Remember the other day we had them pigs coming up on the adverts? One of them just popped up again. So he said, I can't forget you, I'm returning to you soon. And this is everything that he's being reminded of when you're posting stories or things like that. But remember, don't post stories to get his attention or to try and drill something into his head. Let him find his own way. The more mysterious you are, the better it is. Because he'll start thinking what you're doing, who you're spending time with, where are you? The more mysterious you are, the more sexy you are to him. So the energy is, you got Ascension and 5D Passion. So there's the 5D connection again that you've just had coming through in this deck. So the 5D energy is there. You've definitely got the 5D connection right. Because obviously you're missing each other in the physical. So you can't be together in the physical at this moment, but you are together in the 5D. The passion is strong and there's Ascension. So the Ascension symptoms you're going to feel as the Kundalini rising. As the story was, okay, that's good. That's good, because that means you're not doing things to make him see things, So you're showing him that, you're living your life and you're working on self-love. So that's a sign that he's feeling drawn to you, because he's attracted to you. What are you doing? Why? Why are you receiving those things? So I feel the Ascension symptom you're going to receive is Kundalini rising, the heat in the body. You're going to feel all of that. So what does he want to say to you? He's saying, I checked up on you often. So he is watching. So I feel this is coming up to let you know he is watching your stories. He is aware of what you're posting. He is aware. He's checking up to see what you're doing. Probably because you're working on self-love and you're being more at peace with things. Let's get your message out the bookies. So you've got blue eyes and spending time together. So you're going to feel it. You will look into his eyes. Doesn't matter whether he's got blue eyes or not. This is like his eyes being deep, like the ocean. So you're going to look deeply into his eyes. You're going to fall into his eyes. You're going to melt into his eyes when you spend time together. So I do feel it's coming. You're going to spend time together. It's about him loving his life as well. He's doing that more. So I do feel he's becoming more independent, stronger, to be able to love his life more. I hope that helps, So I'm going to go down to donations, guys, so I don't get behind, Thanks to everyone who's donating. And a big welcome to everyone who's here today. And thank you for the donation. Hi, dear Meg, get message from Frank and advice. After so many months of silence from him and being with her, I don't know if they're still together or his feelings for me still the same. So he's hiding him away. Card tried to come out, went back in. Let me see what it is. Tower. So I do feel he's waiting until he's more stable. Things are kind of falling apart a little bit right now. He's going through necessary change. So I do feel he's holding back until he feels more stable. And he can't forget you. Look at that. So he's saying to you, because you're saying, are his feelings for me still the same? So this is also about you remembering too. Remember really that thoughts become things. So if you're doubting the love, you've got to move beyond that. Because he's saying, I can't forget you. So it's like he's saying, of course I still think about you. Of course my feelings are still the same. I'm returning to you soon. So he is coming back. But he's going through some kind of tower that's holding him back, because that was the card that went back in the deck, okay? So what's your guidance? 5 of Pentacles. So this is reminding you can't miss out on this love. So again, it's about being patient, trusting, focusing on self-love. You're saying, I know now why it could never work out with someone else or anyone else. And that sometimes scares you, because you know you don't want anybody else. And you might think, well, does this mean I'm going to be single forever? Well, that's not true. He's building security, and so are you. So this is about building your security separately to bring it together. So the 10 of Pentacles is a sign that you're going to come together when the time is right, even though there's delays. So the delays are creating the way. And yes, they've been a while. It's been like, what's it been now, 12 months or something similar to that, to create the new beginning. So work out how, I mean, you know, don't dwell on really the timing of how long you've been apart, but it must be around 12 months or coming up for that, or something to do with a year, because I'm feeling that it perhaps needed that year to bring in the new beginning. You know, he's had to work on himself and his securities, money's job, to be able to bring in that new beginning. So this could also be a timeline with the 12 there. So obviously December we've just had, we're in nearly in February now, 1 to 2 months. So this could be a big sign of what's coming in as we move towards this new month. So let me just get one more message. Anything else you need to know? Bring a bucket message in for you. We've got desire. So the desire is all still there. And you're saying, does he still have feelings for me? Yes, okay. Yes, I haven't seen him in a year there. So that makes sense with the new beginning. And he is in pain because of the desire as well. He does miss you. Let's get a timing. Any timings we need to know for Anne, please, angels? Speedy progress. Things are going to start speeding up. You could see motorbikes, fast motorbikes, cars. Things are going to start speeding up. Speedy progress when I connect with this is like March. So Pisces season could be significant as well. So just have faith. You know, it won't be long. Just give it a bit longer. Try not to worry or think he doesn't care, or just focus more on you and focusing on life. And let me bring a message in from Adam for you, because it's so important that you work on self-love. What does Adam want to say to you? What does Adam want to say? Message for Anne, please, Adam. Observe. Notice the magic and the beauty in everything, including within yourself. So focus on how amazing everything is. The signs will give you signs as well. Look, you got those 2 pigs coming up. Remember we had these coming up the other day? Okay, so big sign of change. So observe everything and rise. The universe is always communicating with you. I hope that helps again. I'm in Malaga alone all day now. Love it. There you go. Working on self-love. So observe the magic around you, the beauty in that. Love that for you. I hope that helps, okay? Mariana, thank you for the donation. Em's deepest thoughts and feelings. Would my ex consider to move to ES to be with the kids? He's against me taking them. Any guidance? But, you know, it's not going to stop you from doing it. Because I am getting, whenever I've connected with, if you should go there and I've got good energy coming through and I get there, he will accept it. So he may not be accepting it right now, but I do feel that he will. So what's Em's thoughts and feelings first? So Em saying, I want to give you my heart. So he wants to open up, and he is making the adjustments required to do that. This is between now and March, okay? And he's saying, you seem to have everything together, and sometimes that scares me because I don't. So he doesn't feel as independent as you, or as strong as you, or as together as you. And this is, you may not feel that way at all, because obviously you've got other stuff going on, but that's how he perceives you. So he's trying to get his act together. Between now and March, this is what he's doing, okay? So what about your ex? So would your ex consider moving to ES to be with the kids? Would he consider moving? He's very stuck in his ways. It's something he has thought about. I feel, and this is honestly what I'm connecting with, the only way he would consider moving there is if he was in some kind of commitment. And, you know, that's why he's fed up and frustrated. So whether, I don't know if I'm not saying you're going to get back together at all, okay? But I feel that he's perhaps thought about, there. His secret is he would move with you if he could marry you or be with you. If there's some kind of commitment there, and that's his secret, that's perhaps what he's keeping hidden. So perhaps he's had a fantasy about getting back together with you in that way. And he's being defensive for that reason. So I feel there's more to it than You know, he may have some unresolved issues around you and him. And that's what I'm picking up on. Okay, so I feel that the only way he would move is if he was in a commitment. You know, and that he may say that to you. Let me just bring in another deck. Anything else? What else does he want you to know? What does your ex want you to know? We've got movement. So, I mean, there's a little bit of travel. I feel he would perhaps travel back and forth. But he's got to let go of whatever he's holding on to. So I feel eventually what will happen is if you do move there, he will travel to see the kids. He will do what he needs to do. He's not going to just be stuck in his ways and say, right, you know, nothing, I'm not going to see them, or you can't go, or he knows he's being stubborn, or he's holding on for the wrong reasons. And I feel this is more to do with you than anything else. As soon as he lets go, then he'll let you go, or he'll travel, or he'll do what he needs to do. So I feel you may be worrying about it for no reason. You know, let go of the worry. But I feel inside his secret is that he's thought about perhaps marrying you or being in a commitment with you as a family, being together. And I don't feel that's something you want, but this is something perhaps he's been thinking about. I hope that helps, okay? Gypsy, thank you for the donation. Forgot to use super chat message above. Where's your question then? Gypsy, where are you? So okay, you're saying message above, but it's quite hard to find in the chat, you know. I can see you there saying, I can see you there, but there's nothing there. Like, I can see your name. You see, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it doesn't say any question. There's no question there. So, Gypsy, if you're in the chat right now, can you put your question in for me, please, honey? Because I can't see your question. So I'm going to go down one. So I'm going to do Shavika, okay? So Shavika says, welcome, honey. Thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. He contacted me after a month. What does he want? Well, obviously he wants you. He wants you, doesn't he? Okay, it's a good thing he's contacted you instead of like thinking what's going on. So he's ready. He wants a new beginning, a change. He wants to talk, or he wants to feel your energy around it. He said, I'm ready for change and preparing to take a leap of faith. So it's his way of showing you he's doing something, or he's in a better energy, or he's feeling like he's got strength again to move forward in some way. So he wants you to know, even if he's not saying he is feeling ready for a new beginning. He wants a fresh start. He wants that with you. He wants to take some leap of faith. So obviously him reaching out to you after a month is showing that to you. What else does he want? What else does he want? What else does he want? If any of my mods can see Gypsy's question, if you can let me know in the chat, please, because I can't see it. Kissing. He wants to kiss you. So he's been thinking about kissing you. Maybe he's been dreaming about kissing you. You know, being with you in a physical way. So he wants to come together with you. So, I mean, that's the reason why. It's not like he's got an agenda or anything like that. You know, it's like he wants you. There's desire. There's no other way of saying it. Yeah, but he's still trapped. So he's still in his situation. He wants this new beginning, but he's still trapped. So it's not like he's walked away from his karmic partner yet. He's still in that situation. However, he does want you to know that he wants a new beginning with you. He feels ready for that. He probably feels really bad because he's been, you know, pushing you away. Because he's saying, why did I act that way? It's not necessarily like he's been ignoring you or blocking you. I'm not getting that. It's more like he's been holding himself back. Why did I act that way? And he knows he doesn't want to be in silence from you or pushing you away. And I do feel he's had a lot in his place. So he's had things going on as well. So you may have gained some clarity. And I feel you've needed this month to gain clarity yourself. So there's clarity coming in now. And you've got twin flames. The reason why, this is his energy. Okay, it says twin on one side, flames on the other. It's two double cards here. Two double hearts. You know, when I bought these, the singles, and these were stuck together. So I thought, brilliant, twin flames. So what I'm connecting with here is, it's because you're twin flames why he's contacted you, because he can't stay away. But it's because the energy is quite strong. You know, it's pulling him back to you. So he wants a new beginning, but he's still stuck. So you've got to give him time still. Remember, you're still dealing with your situation as well. It's not like you could just decide to be together today. You know, there's factors that need to be dealt with first. You and him. But ultimately, it's desire that's pulled him back in. I hope that helps, okay? So I'm waiting for Gypsy's question. So I can see my mods are asking her as well. So let me carry on down the chat then. If I do lose track and forget, just remind me, okay? So Priyanka, thank you for the donation. Atash's feelings for Priyanka and next action. So how is Atash feeling and what's his next action? What does he want you to know? He's saying to you, I'm releasing fears around what other people think to finally put my own needs first and follow my heart. So his ego puts him into fear about what people will think or what people will say or what people will do. And that's not because he's embarrassed or anything like that about you. It's about his own stuff. He said, I'm learning to overcome my fears and insecurities that hold me back and cause me pain. So he has got fears and insecurities. And that will be about himself as well. It's not necessarily about you. This is about himself. So what else? I don't want to waste any more time. So he knows he's messing around, wasting time, dealing with fears and insecurities. And he doesn't want to waste any more time. So I do feel his next action is to take some kind of action, to do something. And there is hope there in this Aquarius season. So he may also be seeing 717. But there is some chaos going on because he's still got a bit of growing up to do. You're being reminded how strong you are, that you are twin flames. There's a judgment card again. And there he is stepping into his stability, but there's still conflict there. So he's overcoming his ego because he doesn't feel good enough for you. He's worried about what people will think. There's many reasons why he can be worried about that. No, it's not like he's embarrassed about being with you or anything like that. It's his own fears. But you are going to come together anyway. There is a celebration here. There could be some kind of event that you both go to, that you spend time at where you're able to talk or be together. So I don't know how you're in each other's energy right now, but I do see a coming together and a happy time. This could be within 3 weeks or between now and March. There's going to be an opportunity. It could even be within 3 days where you come back together. But I feel there's going to be an event or an opportunity where you can actually spend time in each other's company. And he does want to spend time with you. He's just worried about things that are going on in his external world that aren't even an issue to you, so don't make it an issue. Anything else? We got Milan coming through. This is why I travel whenever I connect with your energy, Enjoy. So I don't know if Milan means anything to you, like this could be a place you travel to in the future. Okay, when I connect with Milan, there's a lot of riches to this as well. So he may see you as someone who deserves to be treated right and has some kind of, like a rich lifestyle, like a luxury lifestyle. But he connects with a lot of joy when he connects with you as well. So he sees you in a very joyful way. So I do see travel, going places, doing things. But I feel there's going to be an event coming up or something happening where you're in each other's energy and you can spend time together. But anything that's holding him back, it's not about you. It's about him. It's my dream place. I want to go. Oh, there you go. That's why it's come out there. So you're definitely going to go there and there's going to be joy. Otherwise, it wouldn't come out. Okay? I hope that helps. So you've got to keep having faith in this love. Leanne, thank you for the donation. What does Marlon want me to know? What does Marlon want you to know? What does Marlon want you to know? I am preparing to reach out and communicate to you just how much I care. They give me heart pain. That's heart chakra activation. So you're going to feel it in your heart. So your heart could speed up. You could have a few palpitations. You're going to feel it in your heart chakra when something's about to happen. So you could feel a bit nervous, anxious, could get excited, feel like something is shifting, or you just feel like something's going to happen. I know it is. So he is going to reach out to you. He is going to communicate. And he's going to tell you how he feels, so he cares about you. What else? Okay. And that's what he wants you to know. So if you're worried about communication, for example, don't, because he will reach out. So he's, wanted to contact you so many times before I did or before I do. So he's been wanting to contact you for a while or say certain things when he contacts you, and he's been preparing for this. So I feel you're going to receive a message soon. Any timeline or anything we need to know? Speedy progress. It won't be long. You're going to get communication soon. I hope that helps, okay? You could see things of speed, like motorbikes speeding up, but I feel more than that, you're going to feel it in your heart chakra. You're probably going to feel it like a sense of urgency, like you want to reach out to him, but it's actually what you're feeling is you're sensing that he's coming back, okay? Pooja, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, when will his family be ready to officially approach mine for marriage discussions? So any timeline for when the family are going to... We've got within days coming through, which means they may be thinking about it. But but it's still a maybe. So I feel that it's already been thought about, or there is some kind of thoughts there. Thoughts become things. So I'm not necessarily saying within days they're going to meet up and talk about this, but I feel there is it could be for it to come out, and it come out very clearly, but I feel it's a maybe right now. So it's not something that's set in stone, it's something that's perhaps been thought about or manifested. When will this family be ready to approach mine for marriage discussions? Well, the lovers there, got the lovers. So I feel they definitely are aware of the love. You know, the love is strong there. What else? When will his family be ready to officially approach mine for marriage discussions? Well, there needs to be balanced energy. I feel this could happen sooner rather than later. This could happen within 2 days to 2 months. That's what I'm connecting with. I know it seems fast, but they're giving me like days. So, and this could be what's being manifested right now. But you've got to let go of the worry about being judged or what they think. And once the judgment is released, there'll be balance coming in. So I do feel there's going to be balance coming in to release any judgment. Is there anything you need to know at this point? I hope you can tell me how you feel. You want him to communicate to you honestly and openly about how he feels to you. That's what you want. And I do feel that in time he will, because he's still healing deep wounds around him and things he's needing to release to be free, or to be with you in the right way, or to do what he needs to do, because the weight of his life is on his mind. So he is struggling to sleep right now, and he needs more peace, and he's dealing with abandonment. So he may be worried about you moving on, or he could have had a nightmare where you've been with someone else. You know, there's some fears that he's struggling with. I know you're not asking me about him, but obviously this connects with him too. He just wants to hold you again. He just wants to spend some time with you. That's what he wants. That's what he's dreaming about, especially at night. Holding you, thinking about you, being with you. But I feel it's already been manifested. So we've got within days, but I've got like February could be significant as well, or over the next 2 months. And I feel it's going to take you by surprise. I hope that helps, okay? But again, timelines are guidelines, so don't hold on to timelines, just allow things to flow. It's about releasing judgment. Have we got a question for Gypsy yet, or she's still not about? Still waiting for Gypsy to post a question, okay? Remind me, mods, if I forget, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation. What does Hitesh thought when he saw me live yesterday? So what did he think when he saw you yesterday? What did he think when he saw you yesterday? What did he think, okay? He trusts that you're meant to be. So everything in him is telling him right now that you're meant to be together. And that's what he felt when he saw you live. That's what he felt. Yeah, he's got progress. He wants to make progress towards you. He's thinking about you. You're on his mind. There's a vision there of being with you. He wants to give you the world. So I feel ultimately he wants to give you the world. And he knows that you're meant to be together. He knows it deep inside. That's how he feels about you when he sees you live, or he connects with you, or he has a dream about you, or a feeling. He knows that you're the one. And you know it too. He said, I will jump on a plane to get to you. So I feel he wants you to know he will do what it takes to be with you when the time is right. Whether it's jumping on a plane, getting in a car, give me fear, releasing his fears, whatever it is. He will do what it takes, and that's how he feels when he sees you and connects with you. Terry, thank you for the donation. Did my DM feel something when I did tonight? Well, you know, we always feel each other. So if you felt something then, and you sense that he felt it too, yes? He's saying, let's start again. So he wants a new beginning, or another opportunity with you, or another chance. Let's start again. Let's do this right. Let's have a new beginning. That's what he wants. Did he feel something when you did tonight? You got sensitive and psychic. So you've got this card coming through because it's reminding you to trust what you feel. That's real. You are sensitive because you are psychic. So I feel this is answering your question, to trust what your intuition is telling you, to trust what your feelings are telling you, even if there's delays in communication or you're not in contact. So even if there's no contact, you will feel his energy because you are psychic and sensitive. So there may be delayed contact in the physical world, but you are telepathically linked always. So I feel the answer is yes. I hope that helps, okay? And what you're probably feeling is this new start, or something's about to activate. Natalia, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, please a message from G. What does G want you to know? G is saying, you are my destiny. Let's start again. So he wants another chance at this, like a fresh start. So let's start again. You are my destiny. So you could hear songs with destiny in there. So you could hear Lionel Richie, you are my destiny. There's your card. Okay, it flew out. That's your card. I don't want to be alone. So he's got issues around being alone. Okay, abandonment issues, worries about being alone. Maybe you're healing some worries about being alone as well. But that's what he's saying. I don't want to be alone, okay? I don't want to be alone. You are my destiny. What's the guidance for you? Four of Wands, you're building a solid foundation. You're doing this separately to be together as well. So this is about working on money and success and everything else. What else does he want to say to you? Well, what's the energy? What's happening in the connection? What's happening? What do you need to know? Don't give up. That's the guidance for you. There will be victory. Okay, don't give up because you will end up where you're meant to be. Okay, there could be victory coming in as well. I've got a timeline here coming through the giving me between September just gone and May. Okay, so something could have been shifting around September. So think back to September, think what was happening around then, because that will be significant. It activated something. Between now and May, there's going to be a victory. So don't give up. Don't think, oh, I'm moving on, I've had enough of this, or it's taking too long, or because he does want that new beginning, that start. So there could be a big shift happening between now and May and some fresh start coming in around May. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation. By when can you see I go Milan tarot and bucket messages? So obviously if you can set the intention now, then the universe can get to manifesting this. So when are you going to go to Milan? Okay. Well, your dream is definitely going to come true because there it is, wish fulfilled, okay? So the angel's showing you it will happen whenever it is. So, and I feel you're going to go there with him. That's what I'm connecting with. So you could go there by yourself, but I feel that he's going to be in your energy when you go. So you need to understand that you're going to go with him. So that could be when you're together. That's why it's coming out that way. And this is a vision you have. It's good news. So this is good news. So the angel's saying you're going to go there. So not giving me a specific date right now. They're saying it's the angel showing you it's going to happen. And you've got the emperor. I'm seeing this more like the magician for you making it happen. It's when he's in his masculine power. So I'm feeling here, your dream is going to come true. And it's going to be with him. Now, this can be, they're giving me the furthest timeline out. Because you could manifest this quick. Okay, it could be within 9 months, okay? But I'm feeling the furthest timeline out for this is 9 years. Now, don't panic and think, oh my goodness me, 9 years. But this is, within 9 years, you will have gone there. And you will have gone there with him as the divine masculine. That's what you need to know. So you're asking for bucket messages. So you've got relax. And I feel that's the main message. So you need to relax. The more, look, it's there again. Okay. So there's Milan. The more you relax, the quicker things will move into place. I feel the first step is like you and him getting together in an intimate way. We've got sexting there. And you could also be doing that in Milan. Okay. Where you've got clarity, butterfly, phoenix, and this, they like a post. But they're saying this is part of the plan. So, like a phoenix rising, things are going to shift and move forward. The butterfly is the transformation and clarity. So you could see butterflies and phoenixes when this is all starting to move into place. And they like a post. So you may want to post something about Milan and see if he does anything. So I'm not saying, I know I say don't post to get attention, but you could very well post something about Milan and see what he does. Or, see what his reaction is, or there's anything he's thinking about this. Okay, there's a hair in my eye. So, yeah, but I'm feeling that the more you relax, the quicker things will move into place. But you're definitely going to go. You're definitely going to experience that whenever it is. But I feel you're going to go with him. I hope that helps, okay? Cece, thank you for the donation. Hi, Les Guidance, landlords evicting me within 2 months' notice. So remember, everything happens for a reason. So see this as a good thing. See this as an opportunity. Don't go into fear or worry about it. See it as a blessing in disguise. When will I get a stable and high income, work with nonsense at the school? What shall I look forward to moving on? Any love message? See, this is a new opportunity to say, this is amazing. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to where I'm meant to be. So I feel the more you worry and stress, the worse it will be. You've got to allow right now. Now, with what's coming through here in the tarot is things are stuck with Jake for a reason. He is going to reach out when the time is right. And that could well be after the new moon in February, which is when we move into the year of the fire horse. So you may even find that things in your life may feel a bit stuck until then, but then things start coming in, opportunities start flowing in. So I feel until the new moon, you may feel like there's blocks or delays, and then you're going to have opportunities coming in. And that's because the more you believe, the more you receive. So you set your intentions now. So start being excited about it. See, this is an amazing opportunity for me. It's an opportunity for a new beginning. It's an opportunity for a fresh start. It's an opportunity for magic to happen in my life. Thank you, angels. Thank you, universe. Call on Archangel Ariel to assist you. But I'm seeing there's going to be a definite shift after the new moon. Anything else you need to know? You've got the love is your love is my ultimate goal. So you know what you want. This I'm really connected with. This is about you thinking about what you want and visualizing it. So close your eyes, find some time to sit down and close your eyes and visualize your life how you want it to be. Perhaps imagine being in that type of home you want to be in. Perhaps imagine the type of money going in your bank account. Or visualize getting up in the morning and being excited about the job you're going to. Perhaps visualize him lying next to you in bed or whatever it is. So use this time wisely now to visualize, and that's what's going to create. What would a flat come in? Well, like I say, it's up to you now to set your intentions and manifest. Instead of saying but, say I know it is. Visualize it as happening. But I feel there could be some delays until the new moon. I hope that helps, okay? Jake, thank you for using your milestone, honey. Any advice for my career? Much love. What do you need to know for your career? What's the message coming in for your career? What's the message coming in for your career? December to April. So December just gone to April. Big shifts and changes. Something you're manifesting is coming in. Something you're going to be passionate about. So there's a passionate beginning coming in some way. More money, success. Something you are wanting or asking for in the 5D through your intentions is going to be manifested between now and April. You could even see shifts around this coming in around March, okay? And it's something you're going to be passionate about. I also feel that you're going to work with your person or have some kind of mission with them, and it won't be that long either. So this, and I know, did you say you were seeing someone else? This could be connected with them. But I am seeing passion and love here in love as well. And there's some kind of mission with your twin flame journey. So this could be coming back together with your twin or something that's going on. But I feel the message I need to share with you is you've got success and more money coming in between now and April. And it's something you're asking for and manifesting already in the 5D realm that's being created in a physical way. Let me just see if I can get you a career message as well. Anything else you need to know about career? So there is an opportunity coming in, or it could be a promotion or something like that, you know, more money. Something being offered to you. Something's going to be offered to you. And you've got relationships as well. So this could be things shifting within your love relationship or with people you're working with. Things improving. It says business partners, office love affairs and communication with co-workers are high and highly ignited right now. Something is shifting. It says make choices with extreme care. So this could also be about your relationship that you're in right now. Didn't you say that you were taking it slow or something like that? Okay, so just allow things to unfold naturally. Let things happen in their own timing. So relationships could be improving at work as well, if there's been any problems or any drama there. But I've got success and money coming in or things improving between now and April. So I want to pull you a card from Archangel Gabriel as well. Anything Archangel Gabriel wants you to know. Welcome to who's in the chat. I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you for being here. What does Archangel Gabriel want you to know? Blocks are being lifted. There you go. So if there's been any blocks or any delays or any stuck energy, it's going to lift. And I feel this is in love as well as in career. So previous obstacles came from fear and they are being lifted away. So definitely between now and April. So if there has been any blocks, you're going to start seeing a shift. I hope that helps, okay? Tara, thank you for the donation, honey. I had a dream about Ben in my home. He was with my mum. She says Ben's got something to tell me. He says he's engaged. Then I say, can I see a picture of the baby? So I feel what you're really being shown is that things are going to move to the next level. That's why you're having that dream. And your mum, obviously you must care about what your mum thinks, or your mum's the nurturer. So it's like acceptance coming in as well there. I spoke yesterday about dreams in one of the readings. So what do you need to know about this? Yeah, got the world. I feel this is letting you know that you are manifesting the world. That everything you want is going to come in. So if you want to be married to him, if you want children, whatever it is you want, you are manifesting the world. It's the way the universe is showing you things are coming together. And the Hermit, and whatever he's doing within himself right now, he needs to do that to be able to give you the world. This could also be something that's been shifting into place since 2021. You could even see 2021 as a number sequence, or 2112 or 1221 as a sign stability is happening. So it's a sign of stability ahead, no matter how things seem in the physical, because you've gone into your subconscious to find the answers out, or maybe you've been praying about something or asking for help, and the answers have been shown to you through subconscious. So you've got to ask yourself the question, how did you feel? And if there was any anxiety there, that could be you healing fears around him having that with someone else. So the angels say, set your intentions and know they are manifesting. And that's again what this dream is showing you. So whatever your intentions are with him, they're being manifested. So your dreams are showing you that's what's being created. And I feel it's about having the world with him. Everything you want that you see as like having the world with him is what you're manifesting, that's coming in. So what does he want you to know directly? What does he want you to know directly? He's saying, yeah, look, the world. There it is again, it's showing you. He wants to give you the world. A new chapter is about to begin. We hold the world in our hands. So it's about whatever you feel would be like having the world, he wants to give that to you. And he said, I know I seem distant, but I do love you. That's why he's coming into your dreams. I hope that helps. Mayra, thank you for the donation. Hal, has any message from Travis today? So what does Travis want you to know today? He's saying to you, I'm learning to ask for what I want. So remember, when you pull back, he's able to step forward. So right now he needs to learn that lesson, to stand up for what he believes in, to come forward, to speak his truth to you and others. And that's good news. He's going to reach out with some good news. That's going to be his excuse to come in. So he will be reaching out with you to give you some kind of good news, like a way in, because he doesn't want to lose you. So he doesn't want to lose you. So he's going to communicate something that's going to teach him the lesson to ask for what he wants. So in other words, let him come to you, and I feel he's going to tell you some kind of good news. But really, it's going to be a way in, like a way back in. Saying, I'm going to tell you something that may not really matter, but it's a way in. The only thing that matters is being with you. So he's thinking about this. Right now in his mind, the only thing he cares about is being with you. And that's why he's trying to work out how to reach out. So we've got a timeline coming in. We've got a no and maybe. So you've got to turn that no into a maybe or a yes. So you may be doubting things. You could be thinking, oh no, he's not going to do this or he's not going to do that. So you've got to perhaps move out or any fear in. And because no's in your mind or maybes create no's. So I feel this is about your mindset. So let me pull a card for you, because you may be doubting things. You are the only one I'll ever want. So you're saying to him, you're the only one I'll ever want. However, you have to believe that for you it's the same. For him it's the same, that in his eyes you're the only one that he will ever want. And you may be doubting that, or in fear about it, or not believing in some way. Working through your own self-worth issues, and that's opening doors of doubt. So you've got to release that doubt, because doubt creates no's and maybes. You've got to believe in our faith. I know we're going to be together. I know that we are meant to be. I know that he's going to reach out to me. I know he's going to do what he needs to do. So I feel the message is to change your mindset to bring in what you want. So let's do a card from Adam for you. So Adam is saying strength, lessons, bread and self-control. So you may need self-control so you allow him to come towards you. So before you act, think, are you operating in love or fear? Stop and regain composure and then take the next step. So it's very likely that self-control is one of your life lessons, and we have to find strength to find that, okay? So forgive yourself for your past mistakes. No human being is innocent. That's why Jesus came to earth and gave his innocent blood on the cross to redeem us of our sins. Release what you have done, anything that you may feel guilty about or you may be beating yourself up about, and make peace with where you are. It's going to be okay. Because you are a very powerful being because God made you that way. You can handle the challenges because you are made of strong stuff. And remember that the birds trust God to provide for them, and you must do the same. I hope that helps, okay? Big welcome to owners in the house. I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you for being here. We got Fatima, thank you for the donation. Message from F. What does F want you to know? F is saying to you, I'm making the adjustments required to change my life. So he is changing his life. He is making the right adjustments. He is doing what he needs to do. This is a shift forward between now and March. Okay? Aries season could be significant. So he wants you to know he's doing what he needs to do to change his life to be with you. There's a preparation phase taking place. So you're in the preparation phase. This means you're being guided to work on you too. So his mask can come off. So he's saying, I want to take my mask off. He's preparing to do that, to make the adjustments he needs to make. So you're being guided to have faith in this timeline, whatever's going on right now between the two of you, because it's preparation. So remember, separation is preparation. Delays create the way. Rejection is redirection. So affirm it. I'm a warrior of this love. I will prevail. So you are strong enough to handle what's going on, and there will be a new beginning. So embrace that. I embrace the life of my dreams. So you're moving towards the life of your dreams. He's making the adjustments required to make that happen. So have faith in God's plan. I hope that helps, okay? Anjuan, thank you for the donation. Anjuan says, hi Liz, any message from DM today is current emotions. So what's he feeling today? Prepare for a celebration. So I feel this is a sign of coming back together. So communication coming in, preparing for that. So it's like he's saying, prepare for me, I'm coming. There could also be some other celebration he's preparing for. So this could be something that's coming up on the calendar, or it could be a birthday or an event, something like that. But I'm getting this energy of coming to you. Yeah, the Fool. So he wants to take a leap of faith toward you. So again, there's this preparation energy of something's about to happen. Getting ready for something to change, or getting ready for a movement. And you may sense that in your body. You're receiving messages and music as well right now. That he's going to visit you by surprise, or he's going to reach out by surprise, or something's going to take you by surprise. So there's going to be some kind of surprise that comes in. Could be a visit. And a visit could be a knocking on your door, or running into each other, or a message coming in. And you're receiving messages about it in music. Let me pull you a music card, because he's communicating with you in music. So anything else he wants you to know? Sleeping with ghosts, we are forever. Love this. Okay, so this is placebo. Soulmates never die. Okay, take the label away, twin flame, soulmates never die. So he feels your energy around him, especially at night. And he's being drawn to you. I hope that helps again. And Victor, thank you for channeling that song for me yesterday, because that's one of our songs. Tiffany, thank you for the donation. Message from my higher self. What does your higher self want you to know? Your higher self is saying believe in miracles because your dreams are coming true. So you could be seeing 111 as well, like a number sequence 111. Believe in miracles. You could see bees as well. Doesn't matter whether you see them in the real world, or you see one in on a cup or a mug or something like that, or a picture of a bee or something that turns up on social media. Believe in miracles. So your higher self is saying believe in miracles. And call on God, call on Jesus, call on your angels, okay? Call on Mother Mary. Let me do you a card actually from Mother Mary. Feel Mother Mary around you, okay? So what does Mother Mary want you to know? What does Mother Mary want you to know as a message from your higher self? Mother Mary, look this, Mother. Remember, you are the Empress, that you are the nurturer. Open your heart to your mother's humanness and her divinity. What I'm connecting with this is, you must remember that you are a spiritual being, but you are a human experience. So it's okay to feel, it's okay to cry, it's okay to make mistakes, the lessons. And you learn from them, because you are the Empress. This could also be a sign about a mother. Okay, so your mother could be sending you a message from her higher self to remember your power and your beauty and your light. This could be a message about being a mother, or if you are a mother already. But really the message I'm getting coming through is to believe in miracles and have faith and allow yourself to feel what you feel. I hope that helps. Giselle, thank you for the donation, honey. Any messages from Jose? What do you need to know? Any messages from Jose? So what does Jose want you to know today? My passion and love for you drives me wild. So there's a lot of desire there, a lot of kundalini rising, a lot of heat between the two of you right now. And he needs balance emotionally. So this could be affecting his emotions, and he's feeling like his energy's all over the place. And it's helping him as well to look at his life very clearly and work out what he wants. He said, I need to release myself from karmic binds and toxic things to find peace. So he may find that, yeah, he's got to lighten the load. So there's something heavy around him, whether it's a situation or, his energy or some kind of fear or struggle, and he needs to lighten that load, and he's going to do this within 6 months. So I feel within 6 months there's going to be a karmic ending or some kind of balance, or he's going to feel lighter. And I am connected with the lovers as like June as well. So I feel that around June something's going to shift. Okay, so within 6 months something's going to turn around, but he needs to lighten the load. So you're being protected from his energy right now because there's something really heavy that he's dealing with that it could cause problems for you. So remember, you have to remember God is always protecting you from chaos and drama and struggle. But the passion is very strong and he's feeling that for you. Let's get one more card for you. The angels say you are the only one that I'll ever want. He feels that way about you. You feel that way about him. That's not going to change. But he's carrying around some heavy burdens right now that would not serve you if you get involved with him at this point. I hope that helps, okay? Zainab, thank you for the donation. Gerard's feelings at this time that we aren't talking. So how is he feeling about you at this time? He's saying it's better for me to be alone right now because I'm finding my power. So he wants you to know that he will be thinking about you and missing you, but he needs this time alone. It's working for the connection. So understand that you're being protected. He's saying it's better for me to be alone at this time. And when he's saying alone, he means alone with his thoughts, or to be able to isolate in his own energy. Doesn't necessarily mean he's on his own. This means wherever he is, whoever he's with, whatever he's doing, he is finding the time to go within and process his feelings. And he's saying, I am yours. So don't worry about where he is, who he's with, what he's doing. Because he's saying, I am yours. My body, heart, mind and soul belong to you. I just need this space to find my power to make a change. Because he knows he's got to change something about his life to be able to have you in his life. He's finding the strength, and you're strong enough to handle this. So I feel giving him the space is the most important thing. So don't reach out, don't try, just allow. So the guidance from you is be content and happy with your life right now as it is. So you're learning to be okay with where you currently are, to move into acceptance, to work on self-love, to be content with your life and happy with what you have. So focus on your blessings. See this as a blessing in disguise. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Lane, thank you for the donation. Anything with Nick and I? So what's going on with Nick and you? What's the energy? Building something. Now this is about the 5D. So you're building something energetically that's going to be something physically. So I feel that there's a lot of emotion between you, a lot of passion. What else? You're going to see number sequences. They're going to give you signs to trust the love, especially if you're in any pain or if you're going through some kind of sadness or grief. Because you're building something right now in the higher realms. So it feels like your connection is strong in the 5D realm, but it may not be as strong in the physical world at this moment. But you're receiving all the signs that remind you to have faith. And there could be some grief around. So grief could be like aggro, or like problems between the two of you, or it could be sadness or loss. Feeling like things aren't perhaps where you want them to be or how you want them to be. Yet you are building something in the 5D that's going to be solid in the physical world. Remember, what you think about, you bring about. So number sequence are giving you signs. So you could see 333, and that's a reminder to have faith and that the angels are all around you. So you've got 3s, 9s, 3 sevens. You could be seeing 777, 999, 33 or 333, or 37 or 39 when you look at the clock. The messages have faith because your dreams are manifesting. Because it's been built first in the 5D to be created in the 3D. So trust your spiritual path and journey. It's like the angels saying you're exactly where you're meant to be. Feel something big is lifting or shifting between now and July or July and September. So there's some kind of foundation being built between March and September that you need to be aware of. I hope that helps, okay? CC Lynn, thank you for the donation. CC says, hi Liz, how does my love feel today? Enjoy your day. Thank you so much, honey. So how does your love feel today? I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I know that better times are ahead. So your person is feeling better than they have for a while. They've been through a lot of struggle and stress and they're coming out the other side because they're stepping into the energy of the magician. So something is being manifested and created now. I feel definitely between now and June things are improving. And over the next 6 weeks as well. And it feels like January's been a turning point. So I feel like your person is really glad that they're in this new year. You know, it's like new year, fresh start, breath of fresh air. Now I can make things happen. Now I can do things. And I've got a timeline here between January and June for making big changes. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. What else does your person want you to know? You were always on my mind and you were my always and forever. So your person is always thinking about you, always having fantasies about you. That's what they want you to know. And they can see a way forward now. So whereas things have been perhaps bleak or stuck, things are now beginning to turn around. And you've got a yes coming through. So whenever you're asking about the answer is yes, but I feel the answer is yes because things are happening. Yes, things are happening, whereas before things were stuck. So what does your higher self want you to know? What does your higher self want you to know? Yeah, you're tired of being alone. So remember, you're never alone. You're ready for change. It's like you're saying, I've had enough of this. I don't want to be on my own anymore. I don't want to be in this cycle anymore. I'm ready for change. I want a new beginning. And the angels know. So just focus on blessings right now, being at peace with the journey. I feel by March you're going to be ready for a significant change. Because you're still working on healing certain parts of yourself right now, learning to love being with yourself, learning to be at peace with where you are. You just bring in a message from Adam. Adam, the first man, is saying, walk in love and gratitude and your steps will always be guided. You're protected right now. 444 rainbows. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation. What all things do see coming for Valentine's Day? What's coming around you for Valentine's Day? What does Adam want you to know first of all? What's the message for Valentine's Day? Vision and prepared. So be prepared for what's coming. It's like whenever you're visualizing right now, whenever you have a vision of, is what you're being prepared for. So I feel the message is, how do you want your Valentine's Day to be? Visualize it. Visualize you being happy and grateful and excited about what's coming. Adam's saying, open your eyes and look around as if you have never used them before. Now what do you see? Look at all the magic of the world and the beauty. So start seeing the beauty in life. February is the month of love. So if you move towards February feeling loving thoughts and feeling joyful, you're going to operate in more love-based energy. You're going to feel better. You're going to trap more love in. And the angels are reminding you, you're already complete. You don't need to be in a relationship on Valentine's Day or receiving lots of gifts and flowers and cards to feel whole. You're already whole. You're already completely safe. You're already fine. It says whatever comes next, you can handle it. You're ready for it. So you're prepared for whatever comes in. And it's about you having your vision, holding a vision. So it's like Adam is trying to say to you, doesn't matter whether you're with someone or not on Valentine's Day, you are already complete. You are already safe and you are all ready for whatever comes next. So whatever comes next, you can handle it, okay? So what's coming in around Valentine's Day? Be creative. This is more about you than anyone else or anything else. The angels say be creative and passionate about your goals. Start loving life and you're going to experience magic on Valentine's Day. So creativity, passion, working on you is going to open all the right doors. Am I seeing love coming towards you? celebration and reunion and change, okay? You've also got new beginnings coming through and the magician creating and manifesting. So you have the power now to create and manifest something magical, which is also a new beginning. There is great change happening and there's going to be reasons to celebrate and get excited. Possible reunion. They give me fear, which means, and this can be within 3 weeks as well, so which would take you towards Valentine's Day, which is also a sign of things manifesting around that time. So just have faith, keep your thoughts positive, fall in love with life, and all the doors will open. I hope that helps, okay? Bina, thank you for the donation. Hyla's just curious to know if he has spoken about me with anyone in his life. So has he spoken to anyone about you? Oh, my chat jumped, hang on. Don't want that happening. So, well, we've got happiness there. I don't feel he talks about you, obviously, to his karmic partner. He's saying, what does he want to tell me about his karmic situation? I don't feel he talks about you with his karmic partner, obviously, because he's trying to keep everything happy there. So I'm not saying it is happy, I'm saying he's trying to keep the peace. So I definitely don't feel he's talking to you about someone else. So talking about you to someone else in that way, like his karmic partner, people who are in his immediate family. This could be that he's talking to someone. I'm getting like, I don't really feel he is talking about you to anyone, to be honest. But if he is, it's someone in his immediate family. So it could be like a sibling or someone he sees as a close family member. I don't feel it's like a mum or a dad. So he could be, but I feel it's more that he's keeping things intact. You know, he's trying to make out on the surface like he's living a happy life. So I don't really feel like he's talking about you because he wants people to think his life is okay. That's why the Ten of Cups has come out. It's like the facade he's putting on. So I'm not really feeling he's talking to anyone about you. I'm not really picking up on that at all. And that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That's a good thing. It means that he's protecting your identity. So the angels say you're learning right now to see past the pain. You're going to feel things moving forward because you are the Empress. So rise up because nothing can keep you down. So you're learning how to rise above the situation and see things in a higher way. So he said, I need to be able to give to you everything you give to me. And he can't do that right now because of his karmic cycle. And I do feel in a way he's trying to hide what's going on by pretending everything's okay. So that could be like, everything's wonderful on social media. We've got this happy home. Everything's wonderful. But behind closed doors, it's not wonderful at all. So he actually goes to bed late to avoid her. That's what he does. Okay, so he's avoiding her the best he can. And he does that at night time. So he may be perhaps watching something on the TV or saying, I'll just watch the end of this film, or he may fall asleep on the sofa or something like that. So he's going to bed late to avoid being around it. Yeah, on the surface of everything, it could all seem fine. But I don't feel he's talking to anyone about you. But I feel that's a good thing. Okay, because he's protecting you in his own way. So what's the message for you from Adam right now? Adam's saying to you, love God with all your heart. Love God with all your soul. Love God with all your mind. Put your focus on loving him. So make sure the relationship with self and source is solid over anything else, because that creates the way for anything else. Because we should never put our person before our relationship with God or the universe, the higher power, whoever you connect with, because we just shouldn't. That's when things go wrong. So make sure you are focusing on your connection with God, Jesus, the higher power, whoever you connect with first, and yourself, and then you think about him. So ask yourself that question, have I got that relationship right? And if you have, then obviously that's going to open all the doors for everything with your person. But I don't feel he's talking about you to anyone in his life, unless it's a family member he can trust. And he has got a lot of worry. So what he does is he pushes his worry down. So he's repressing things, and that's causing physical issues. And I feel you're worried about nothing right now because you can't miss out on what's meant for you. I hope that helps, okay? Pooja, thank you for the donation. Can I get bucket messages for what's coming towards me soon? What's coming towards you soon? Okay, so you've got the stag. Now, you may see a stag. So the stag is coming towards you soon as a sign of, they're giving me as well, like, they're giving me an itchy hand. Okay, so you may have bills to pay. You may have things you need to pay out, okay? But I do feel prosperity is coming back to you. So I've got that coming through first of all. So the stag is a sign that there's a transformation taking place. It's also the promise of union or togetherness and your masculine's transformation. So you could see a stag. You can also get a bird coming to you as a messenger of prosperity. I've got prosperity coming intuitively. So birds are a sign of communication, something good on the horizon, something shifting. Archangel Michael is around you as well. So protection, strength, power, feeling better. Something could also be coming to you during an afternoon. So this could be when communication comes in or when you see these signs. So the afternoon could be a significant timeline for you for something happening. What else? What else do you need to know? You've got ask. I feel this is what your person is saying to you. Your person is listening to their intuition to ask for what they truly want, to come forward to you. Within 6 months, something is happening. So in their life, whoever you're feeling and connecting with, your special person, is going to be coming forward towards you or doing something within 6 months that they are going to be guided to do through their intuition to ask for what they want or come towards you in some powerful way. So I feel you just got to be patient with timings and allow things to unfold. I want to do you a message from Adam. What does Adam want you to know? Adam is saying nourishment. Love your body, bless it with good food and stay hydrated. So look after yourself, okay? Be kind to yourself. Make sure you're putting good things into your body. And be grateful for the gift of your health that's keeping you alive. So be grateful for the fact that you are healthy today, that you feel good, that you are alive. Be grateful for these things, because when we get obsessed with our journey or we get, we get so enthralled in our journey, we forget to be grateful for things like that. Health, food, home, roof over our head, clothes to wear. So be grateful for everything, and you're going to realise just how special you are and how loved you are by God. So nourish yourself. So don't just nourish like the connection, nourish you as well. I hope that helps. Ashwini, thank you for the donation. 3D message from him, please. So what does he want you to know? He's saying things are not always what they seem. So that's reminding you to look beyond social media or the 3D illusion. So he's saying things are not what they seem. Things are not always what they seem. So this is about when you go into perhaps your panic about the physical reality. So he's reminding you to see beyond that. He's saying to you, what was I thinking when I said those things? So if he said anything hurtful to you in the past, he's regretting that. Why did I say those things? Well, this could even be something he said in his life. What was I thinking? So he may have caused some problems. I actually picked up on that in last night's reading. So if you watched last night's MTU reading about karmic bust-ups, this could also be something that he actually said. So he may have said something that's rocked the boat or caused a problem. So I feel that could be about something he's done in his world that's caused a problem. So I feel if you haven't watched that reading, watch that, because that will give you some insight. It's actually moving things forward. So you have to trust in your intuition right now that there is progress being made. Because remember, you are sensitive and psychic, so you have to trust what you feel over your ego. Because your ego will be saying things to you like, oh, he loves his wife, or he's happy there, or whatever your ego is saying. Yet you feel inside the bond and the love and the connection. So you're being guided to trust in that, because that's what will move progress forward. That's what will progress things and move things forward. Not paying attention to the physical world. That's why you're saying things are not what they seem. So his 3D message for you today is to look beyond the physical world, because things are not what they seem. I hope that helps, okay? Lane, thank you for the donation. Any updates about Nick and I? I'm not sure if he's dating someone still, but he's always in my heart. So what do you need to know about you and Nick? What do you need to know about you and Nick? What do you need to know? Okay? Well, right now, whatever's going on with you, you're feeling it for a reason. So the angels say you're feeling emotion. So you'll feel emotion because you're saying he's always in my heart. So you're feeling there. However, you're learning to harness the power inside of you. So it's like you are dealing with it much better than you were before. And I'm really picking up on that, like you've turned a corner in your journey where you know the power is inside of you to harness your psychic power to handle what you're feeling. And that's why you're saying, he's always in my heart. Because I feel like all the pain, I'm not saying you don't feel pain around this, because you'll have ups and downs, highs and lows, but you handle the journey a lot better than you did. So I feel there's a lot of strength when I'm connecting with you and this situation. Now he is making a decision, but he feels stuck. Okay, so he knows he's got to make a decision, and that decision could be to be with you or make a change or come forward or end something he's in, but he feels stuck at this point. So he's working through those feelings of being stuck or trapped to be able to make a decision. So that's what he's currently going through. Yeah, look, we've got decisions again coming through here. They're jumping out the deck. It's not like I'm just pulling the same cards out. So decisions. And with that being a timeline there as well, I'm feeling that he knew around September he got to make a decision, but it's stuck until February. So it could be in February when he makes a decision, he's still looking at you, he's looking at pictures of you, and he's seeing number sequences as well, just like you are. So you're being reminded of each other in powerful ways. So I do feel he's watching you. So what number sequences is he receiving? Because you will be as well, but I feel this is what he's receiving as well. 4s, 9s, 5s and 7s. So you could also see combinations of these numbers. So you're here to work your light. So that's what you need to be focusing on right now, which you probably are, doing light work or shining your light bright. And I feel he could also be going through a change in his career. And that could also be connected with a decision. You could be making changes in your career too to work your light. But I feel there's decisions coming up in his life that are going to help him to feel unstuck. That's what I've got coming through. Okay, is he dating someone? Is he dating someone? He's having sleepless nights and worry. I don't feel he's really dating. I'm not picking up on anything there that's telling me he's dating someone. He's actually in his head about you, thinking about you, wanting to move towards you. His passion is for you. Okay, so he may have had like a brief passionate encounter with someone. If he has seen someone, I don't feel there's anything really happy or healthy there because he's having sleepless nights and worry. This is a movement towards something between July and January. So this could be a timeline for your union or you coming back together. I feel he's going to move towards you and there's going to be a passionate encounter with you. You may also see sunflowers as a sign of independence. So what I'm getting here is July to January is a timeline for him coming towards you in a very passionate way. So his body is towards you, not anyone else. He's having sleepless nights. He's thinking about you, wants to come back. I hope that helps, okay? Liz Girl, thank you for the donation. His true feelings and next steps from him, please. So what does he want you to know? His true feelings and next steps. He wants to give you his heart. So his true feelings is, he wants to give you his heart. You're in his heart and he wants to open up. He does have true feelings for you in his heart. But he's working hard for the future. So what he's doing right now, his next step is he's working hard on his future. This could be working on his business or his career or his job, making money, getting stability in his own life, stepping into his truth and his own identity. So I do feel he's busy with work, which can delay a movement. And he's working on himself, which means feeling more confident to be able to be vulnerable with you or to give you his heart. So he does want to give you his heart. However, right now, he's working hard on himself. So this means there's a slight delay in an action step. So what else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? So he could be just saying I'm busy with work, or he may seem really busy, and he is. He's working on himself. So your guidance is to surrender and let go of the when he's going to move forward or when he's going to take action. The more you surrender, the quicker things will happen. So I feel that he could reach out after 8 weeks or come towards you within 8 weeks or 4 weeks if you surrender and let go. So I feel you've just got to be patient with the when. Let's bring you one more card in. Yeah, you know in your heart he is loyal to you. You do know that deep within. And the thing is, you do have options, but you know that you only want him. So it's not like you couldn't get anyone else. You know, you could go out and meet someone tomorrow if you wanted to, but you know you don't want to. You're saying, I have options, but I only want you because I know in my heart you are loyal to me. You know that, and he does want to give you his heart. He is, genuine about that. He just feels like he's going to work on himself a bit more to level up for you. So have patience with the when. Let me see if I can get some kind of timing or anything you need to know. Anything you need to know about the situation. We've got within weeks. And I am feeling like 4 to 8 weeks. We've got third quarter moon, happy outcome and no. So I feel the no is about now. It's like there's a no now because it's in divine timing. It's not the right time. But there will be a happy outcome during the third quarter moon. So you need to Google when that is. Okay, because I'm not into quarter moons and half moons and all of that, okay? But I feel this could again be within 3 weeks or they give me 4 to 8 weeks. I'm going to stick by that because that's what they're giving me. But it could be like the third week, something happens if you surrender today, or something happening around the third. So it could also be like a third of a month. So there's could be something that comes in around the 3rd of March, or the third could also be March, the third month. So March could be significant. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation. 3D message from my friend S from her DM. So what does your friend's masculine want to say? So S, what does your masculine want to say? Things are not always what they seem. Now, isn't that interesting when this card also came out for Ashwini? And you saw it fly out the deck. You can see I'm shuffling. It's not like I'm picking the same cards out. Things are not what they seem. So you may also be going through some struggle around the physical world that you need to look beyond. So I feel you're both receiving the same message for a reason. So maybe you've been talking and you're being guided to look beyond the physical world. So your guidance is to know that you will be embracing the life of your dreams, and embrace this right now. Be in your power. You're learning that separation is preparation for union. That things are not always what they seem. So remember, if you're not communicating or you're not together, you're being protected, but there is a reason for it. You're preparing. You're getting ready. It's not all about just being in union. It's about the journey to it. It's about self-love, self-care, working on you, finding your power. So what does your person want to say to you? What does your person want to say? It always feels right with you. It will be our time. It will finally be our time. So when the time is right, you'll get together and it will be, forever. You're not going to break up. It will be you come together, you stay together. You will finally have that time when it feels right, when it is the right time, but also it feels right when you're together. And that's what your person knows more than anything else. So things are not what they seem. So don't pay attention to social media or things that stress you out. Look through the illusion. Anything else you need to know, giving and receiving, it has to be equal. He knows it too, because you are twin flames. That's what you're both working on. And resilient, you can handle this, whatever it is. Because you deserve to be with someone who can give equally to you. Both of you do. And that's why it's worth the wait. There's no point being in each other's energy if you can't be with each other properly, because it just causes more pain. Is there anything else you need to know? I feel you're getting very similar messages today. What was I thinking? So we'll be thinking, what was I thinking, pushing you away or going into that other situation, or what was I thinking? So he's definitely questioning his behaviour. I hope that helps, okay? Gypsy, thank you for your donation. So obviously when you donated at the beginning, I couldn't see your question. None of my mods could see it either. So thank you for donating again. What is my DM thinking, feeling or planning? So this is for Gypsy. So what is your DM thinking, feeling or planning? I have some good news I would like to share with you. So your person is planning on giving you some good news. But again, I feel that's just a way in, because they are learning to ask for what they want. So you're teaching your masculine right now by pulling back or allowing them to come to you to ask for what they want. And your masculine thinks, I need a genuine reason to reach out to you. I need to have a reason to communicate. So they're going to come in with some kind of good news. However, I do feel it's an excuse. So it may well be good news, and it may well feel good to you anyway that you're communicating, and that's good news. But I feel it's a way in. I'm learning how to ask for what I want. So he's trying to plan right now how to communicate with you, or what to say, or what to do. Because he wants to break the no contact, or wants to come back in. He's saying nothing else matters when I'm with you, because it always feels so right with you. So when you're in each other's energy and presence and you're talking and you're carrying on, it's all wonderful. It's only when you're apart the problems occur. So he feels like that's what he's not really thinking about what will happen after he communicates, because he knows it's going to feel right and nothing else will matter. It's the actual how do I do it. So I feel he's planning on how to communicate. So do we have a timeline around this or anything you need to know? We've got the waxing crescent moon and we've got 4. Okay, so this could happen on the 4th of Feb, or it could happen within 4 days or 4 weeks, or it could be in April. So April's the furthest timeline out. Okay, but he is going to reach out. And you could start seeing 444 as well. Could happen around the waxing crescent moon, so make sure you Google that. Just get one more card. Anything else you need to know? Kissing. He's thinking about kissing you. And numbers. So again, number sequence is significant. Both of you will be receiving numbers. I'm going to leave this deck out because it keeps coming out. Both of you will be receiving numbers that are significant in the journey. So you've got 23, stay positive. So you could see 2s and 3s, 222, 333, 444. Angels are reminding you to keep believing in your dreams. That's what you need to know. So he is going to communicate with you. He's just planning his way forward. I hope that helps, okay? Patricia, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. A is coming to visit work next month. He said he would let me know the date. He's been silent for 2 weeks. I'm being patient, but message, please. So what's the message? You are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Okay, so the attraction is there. He knows how beautiful you are, how amazing you are. So he wants you. So anything else, and he could be a bit intimidated by you, you know, because obviously in his eyes, you are the one, you are everything to him, and he's perhaps leveling up for you. No matter where I am, I can always sense you. So he's still sensing you right now. He's still sensing you around him. He can feel you. I don't really feel there's anything wrong. It's more about divine timing. You've got the sun and rejuvenation. So there is going to be a positive outcome. And he said he would let me know the date. This could be like around a time when the sun's out. So it could be summertime. Or it could be, I mean, you know, it depends on where you live and what the what the weather's like. But I'm getting, it could be when the sun's out, when you could arrange to meet. You know, that's when he's going to let you know when the date will be. And you're saying next month. So it could be around the 19th of February. And that's obviously a happier time because we move towards Valentine's Day and the fire horse as well as coming in. So it could be around that date, or it could be when the sun's out. But there will be positive outcome. So you are going to see each other. Don't worry about the when. Just be flexible and adaptable. Let him come to you. Don't try and force it forward or think you've got to badger out of him a date. Just let him show up for you. And you will do it. You will celebrate together. And you're receiving that message from heaven as well. So the angels are all around you. Your spirit team is with you. You've got no need to worry. Let things shift. This could even be within 100 days. Okay? So within 100 days, you could be together. So take it out, resonates with you. But I feel that the messages, like, don't be worried. Don't take it from 0 to 100 straight away. Just let things unfold. Be flexible and adaptable. What's the message from your higher self? You're building a solid foundation, no matter what's going on. Okay, and you will be building that foundation when you come together. You're becoming the creator of your destiny, and so is he. So just allow things to unfold. I don't usually blow up when he doesn't tell me. Yeah, so I feel you're learning how to be more at peace with things. That's a lesson you're learning. Because he may be worried about money, or he could be thinking about leveling up for you, or, you know, he needs to work on himself a bit more. There's insecurities he's holding back. So I feel you've just got to let him come to you. I feel April the latest here for this happening when I'm connecting with this. Okay, but I've got the sun as well. And obviously the sun is a yes and the sun is positive outcome. But it could also be connected with summertime. I hope that helps. Okay, they give me an itchy nose as well. So you must trust your intuition. Because your intuition will also be speaking to you. I hope that helps. Janie T, thank you for the donation. How's happy Friday? Message from Wes, and what are his feelings for me? So what does Wes want you to know? You're saying I'm dealing with my ego. So remember, it's nothing to do with you. It's about his ego and his own fears and struggles and, you know, his own stresses. So that's what he's dealing with. So the angels say, don't take this personally. You've got 2 5s coming up. Look, you've got 5 of Wands. This shows you mirroring each other because 2 decks, okay, feminine and masculine deck, and you've both got the 5 of Wands. So he's dealing with his ego and you're being guided to not take it personally or get involved in his drama because you don't need to. Okay, so affirm it. I'm no longer taking things personally. I no longer get involved in drama. So obviously they're not good affirmations because you don't want to be affirming drama or taking things personally, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, you're saying, I'm rising above the ego. And you got the Chariot, that will move things forward. So you're going to feel more in control of your life anyway. Cancer season could be significant because you got the Chariot there, moving forward. Okay, so you can move forward. You will feel stronger. This is more about you moving towards a future, knowing that you don't need to get involved in drama because he's still in his ego. You don't need to be dealing with any of that because obviously that's where his fear is. So he's saying, no matter how much time goes by, you are still my person. So he knows you're his person. Doesn't matter how much time goes by, what's happened, he still feels that way for you. And he could stare at you forever. So I do feel he watches you. He looks at your pictures. He stares at you in that way. And he's apologising for taking time, the way things have happened. I'm sorry. Just like it was yesterday. So when you do come back together in person, it's going to feel like it was yesterday. That's how intense it is. Look, I just want to look at you. So I feel right now he's looking at you. He's watching you. He's got his eye on you on social media. Instead of taking action because he's still an ego, he knows he can have a happy home and union with you. And that's a choice he will make. Something is being created and manifested right now. So this could well be between July and October as your timeline for union. There could be a big shift in Cancer season. But you've got to have faith in what's happening now, what's being created and manifested now. And until he's ready, you're being protected. I hope that helps, okay? I am Seconia, thank you for the donation. What is Harshit feeling for me today? Any messages from him? So what is Harshit feeling for you today? He's working hard for the future. Now this is our future. So whatever he's doing right now is working for our future, which means the future you're going to have together. So working hard could mean busy with work, working on his finances, getting his head straight, working on his physical appearance, his body, his insecurities, his fears. So he's doing the work to be with you. Okay, wherever he is, whatever he's doing. The energy between the two of you is delays because he perhaps needs to release something he needs to move on from. So he may need to move on from a situation or a cycle to be with you, and that's creating a delay. And that the delay creates the way. The delay is preparation. And he's working hard on releasing whatever this is. Now you've got 2 8s here, so you could also start seeing numbers like 88 or 888. August could also be a turning point. So it may take him until August to work on himself and move on from what he's currently dealing with. And that's a delay, but the delay is creating the way. So I've got the 12 here as in stability is being created. So you may see 12-12, okay? But there's been delays perhaps since December for a reason. So I feel December to August is a timeline for moving on from things that don't serve you. Anything else? You've got prayer is needed. There's financial issues. So there's financial things going on you may not be aware of. And again, this could be what he's working on. So prayer is needed. Moon cycles are significant because we're in a moon cycle right now. We're moving towards the full moon. And there's distractions there as well. So I feel there's something that needs to be released first for you to be together. You may feel a lot of heaviness around the moon cycles. So it's so important you focus on self-care and self-love at this moment. So Adam's saying to you, love your body and bless it with good food and stay hydrated. Be grateful for the gift of your health that's keeping you alive. So don't let this get you down. If you feel like you're feeling a bit drained or tired, nourish yourself more. And look at things in a different way. Perspective. See the world from the viewpoint that there is only you. That God created everything for you. Now do you understand how special you are? So there's a plan for your life in your situation. You just have to trust in that. I hope that helps, okay? AD, thank you for the donation. How does my DM AK feel about me currently? I feel that he has been stalking me online. What has MY come to teach me? So let's do your DM first. So what is your DM AK feeling about you? So first card out is the Empress. He knows who you are. This is probably why he's watching you as well. If you can feel and sense he's stalking you online, then you trust that feeling. Because he said, I know who you are. Your nurturing power is guiding me home. He's just angry at himself for the way he's handled things or the way he's behaved. So he's dealing with his own anger. He's also miserable and fed up, which can also make you feel frustrated. And that's why he's watching you, because he knows who you are. So he is watching you. So what else? Because when he's watching you, it's because he's trying to get the courage to do something or reach out or make a move. He's been saying, it's been so long, I just want to rip off your clothes. So if it's been a while since you've seen him, he wants to get jiggy with you. But I feel this is also a sign that he hasn't had any for a while. So he's also feeling very intense, intimately, wants you physically, wants some sexy time with you. And he's saying, this time, let's make it work. So when he comes to you, he wants to make it work. So I feel he would, if he could right now, he would jump in, rip off your clothes and have you. However, I do feel he's waiting for the right time because he wants to make it work. So as much as he would perhaps love to come in and have a physical interaction with you, because you're very sexy to this person, this person desires you, they're waiting for the right time to make it work. So it's not just about jiggy time, sexy time, it's about having a relationship as well. So what has MY come to teach you? Well, it's brought a tower in for you to move towards calmer water. So it could be so that you handle things differently. I feel MY has come in because you're realising that you are the master of your emotions. So that person may previously have caused you perhaps drama, struggle, chaos, but now you're handling it differently. So it's teaching you the lesson that you've evolved and transformed as a person, where you no longer get involved in drama or chaos. So if this person is bringing drama or chaos into your life in any way, shape or form, or it's making you feel a bit, woozy or wobbly, you can handle it better. So I feel you're moving away from drama and chaos. I want to bring in another deck though. They want to guide me to bring in the mission card. Hang on a minute, here we go. So what's MY come to teach you? Messages, they have something to say. Communication is on the way. Okay, so MY has also got something to say, or MY has said something to you. They had a message they wanted to share with you. But I feel ultimately what you are learning from that is that you are strong enough to handle it, or you've evolved, you've transformed, you're a calmer person, you're better at dealing with your emotions now. So whereas before it may perhaps have brought some tower into your life, some chaos and upheaval, you're not allowing that to affect you anymore. I hope that helps, okay? And you call on your angels for assistance. Sonu, thank you for the donation. And what is there in MLR's heart and mind for Sunita? Okay, so what is in M's heart for Sunita? He wants to begin again. Okay, so you're saying sometimes he quickly likes my Insta story, sometimes he ignores. Why mixed signals? I'm tired of things and I'm not feeling well. So really what you're tired of is things not going to your plan. So don't take it personally. He's not necessarily ignoring you. It just means in that moment he's distracted with something else, or he's insecure about something, or he's processing something. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong. He does want to begin again. However, I don't feel he'll be able to be in a relationship with you or give to you the way you want until about June time. So he's got a choice to make as well. He's saying, I'll always choose you, but I've got choices to make. Now, this choice could be connected with someone else, or it could be that he's just choosing to have that new beginning with you. And he said, I am yours, body, heart, mind, and soul. I belong to you. So you have to look through the illusion. You're tired and fed up because you want something to move forward now, or you want something to be different now, or you want him to show up in a different way now, and he's not ready yet. He's working through his own stuff, so try not to take it personally. If he's not giving you attention, it's okay. You don't need his attention to feel good about yourself or to feel validated. Okay, you don't perhaps even need to post Instagram stories. Because if you're posting Instagram stories to get a reaction from him, or you're thinking, oh, I wonder if he's going to like that picture today, put your energy on something else. And if you're feeling heavy and uneasy, it's because you need to be filling up your own cup more, give more to you, focus on gratitude, self-love, self-care, things that make you feel better. Okay, affirm, I no longer care what people think, it's what I think that matters. So it doesn't matter whether he's liking your picture or not, or liking your story or not. It matters what you think about it. So think, right, I'm going to post that for me. I don't care who likes it or who doesn't like it. I'm going to do things for me, and I don't care what people think or don't think. It matters what I think. So I feel that's what you're releasing as well, the need for approval from him or validation from him. And then you really get to a point where you don't care whether he's liking things or not. You're just allowing things to unfold. So don't put the happiness in your day on him, because happiness is an inside job, just like peace is an inside job. You know, whether he likes your pictures or your stuff or he doesn't, it doesn't mean that's going to make you happy, because you can make yourself happy right now in this moment. So it's like, don't give him power over your happiness, because you have power over that. I hope that helps, okay? Liz Girl, thank you for the donation. Guidance for my property issues with neighbours. Okay, so what does Archangel Jeremiah want you to know? So Archangel Jeremiah is saying to you, speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, the truth will set you free. So you may need to be honest with these people. You may need to speak your truth, even if it's hard to do so. And if you call on Archangel Jeremiah, there'll be a fair outcome. If you call on Archangel Gabriel, Gabriel will help you to speak your truth in a very calm but truthful, strong, powerful way that gets your point across. So you may need to speak your truth. So if you speak your truth, it's going to resolve something in some way. But do it in a calm way where you're not shouting or, causing a problem. I feel until you do that, there's not going to be a happiness or a happy outcome. I feel that, there's illusion around this right now. So you may need to speak your truth and then it will turn things around. So that's the message I need to share with you, that you need to speak your truth. I hope that helps, okay? Janie, thank you for the donation. I see lots of videos on my feed that a wealthy business leader will come to you with a creative offer. There's no response to my 2 messages sent on his birthday. Feels like I'm delusional if not for you. Well, first of all, the message is very clear. Let him come to you. Because you've reached out, you've sent messages. Now you've got to let him come to you. And what you're doing is your inner child is in pain, thinking, I've done something wrong. I've done something wrong by reaching out. I've done something wrong. What have I done wrong? Why hasn't he replied? What's up with me? And there's nothing up with you. He's still dealing with his own stuff. So the message is to allow him to come to you. So now focus on yourself. It doesn't mean you date anyone else. It means you just focus on your own journey, your creativity, your business, your career, things you've got going on in your life, and let him make the next move. And we all feel delusional on this journey. We all do. So there's angelic intervention there, which means the angels are already working behind the scenes. So give it to heaven, give it to God, and find peace in that. Yeah, Luke, stop reaching out. So that's your message, stop reaching out. You're going to receive some kind of social invitation. So he could reach out to you. Forgive me, fear there, once he's released his fear on social media. So he could send you an invitation through like a request or something, or a DM or something like that. And he's replaying conversations. And I feel this is what you're doing as well. So he is thinking about this, going over things that have happened in the past. But again, he's still dealing with his ego. That's why you're being protected right now. So you could be replaying this over in your mind, and that's what you're being guided to stop doing, because that's driving you mad. That's making you feel delusional, because you'll probably be thinking, what about the things I've said, or the things I've done, or things that have happened in the past. So I feel right now the angels say, stop reaching out, give it to heaven. There's angelic intervention when you ask for help. The angels are on this. Let him come to you. So your guidance is, let go of the burden. Let go of the burden of others. Stop worrying about it. Give it to God. Focus on self-love. Anything else? So I'm seeing that creative business leader as him coming to you. But I'm also seeing that as you. You knowing your own power. Look, you got patience. You're learning patience. Trust in God's timing for your life. He knows exactly when and how to bless you in the most beautiful ways. So it's not on your timing. It's on God's time. As a divine feminine, we have to learn to be patient. To remember, this journey is about unconditional love, not about conditional love. Conditional love is like, right, you've got to do this today. And you've got to do it that way, or you need to act in this way. No, unconditional love is allowing and like letting things unfold naturally. Letting him come to you when he's ready. I hope that helps, okay? Laurie Wu, thank you for the donation. Message from Orlando is feeling struggling next move. So what's going on with Orlando? So he's saying to you, everything is falling into place. So the next 8 weeks significant. When I make a decision, things happen quickly. So he's going to do something quickly and spontaneously, possibly over the next 8 weeks. He's just overcoming his ego at this moment. Okay, so I'm learning to overcome my fears and insecurities that hold me back and cause me pain, yet everything is falling into place. And when he makes that decision to come to you, move forward, take action, it's going to happen very suddenly. It won't be sudden for him because he will have been thinking it for a while, but it will seem sudden to you. Okay, look at this. You're learning in this delayed period, or in this, the hangman is the delay or the waiting period. You're learning to observe your thoughts, which means the angels are sending you lots of signs and synchronicities that show you the truth. So what's his next move? Your dreams are coming true. And he will make your dreams come true. Even though it's not his job, it's your job to make your dreams come true, because happiness is an inside job. I've done the question, Liz, I've done your question, honey. Thank you, Ling. So your dreams are coming true, even though you've got highs and lows. And he will be going through highs and lows that are causing struggle within him. So remember, he's dealing with his ego. There's a delay for a reason. There's going to be a movement within the next 8 weeks. So it doesn't mean it's going to take 8 weeks. It could be tomorrow, the next day, whenever. You've got to be patient with the when. You bring some bucket masters in. You've got blocks are going to lift, okay? And you've got karmic endings as well. So if there's a karmic cycle that needs to end, that will lift. The block will end. The block will lift and things will move forward. I hope that helps, okay? Hey, Naina, welcome, honey. Thank you for being here. Hi, Liz, messages for me. Thank you, hon. Oh, I was laughing in your live last night. It makes me laugh, okay? So what do you need to know? What's the message coming through? I've changed a lot for the better. So he does want you to know he's changing. And he has changed a lot for the better since the beginning. And you've changed too. So you're being reminded you're both on a journey of transformation. You are my destiny. So you're meant to be. So you could hear Lionel Richie's You Are My Destiny, and everything leads me back to you. So all paths lead home. You're both changing and transforming and growing and evolving, and that's a beautiful thing. So what does Adam want you to know? Self-control. This is what you're learning. Before you think, are you operating in love or fear? Stop and regain composure and then take the next steps. So self-control is one of the most powerful fruits of the spirit because it allows you to be patient and trusting. So you're learning to have self-control. Anything else you need to know? Obviously, I'll connect with him in a minute, but I want to do cards for you first. So number sequences, you could be seeing 5s and 1s. So you could be seeing 5, 5, 5, 11, 11, 1, 1, 1. Time to begin again. And I have got this energy where I'm getting 5 as May, January is the 1. So May to January was a significant timeline for you to begin again. And obviously what happened in that time, you started doing your channel and things started shifting into place with your channel, changes at work, all of that. So I feel that May 2025 to January this year has been a significant timeline. So you're perhaps seeing it differently now, like I'm ready to begin again, time to begin again. Anything else, okay, from your higher self? 3 of Wands, you're going to start to see results. Now, I feel March time, you're going to see big results. And I feel this is with your channel, possibly in your love life. But you're going to start seeing things shifting into place. So between now and March is significant. What does your twin want to say? I am starting to miss you because I'm curious about you. So it's not the reason he's never not missed you. But he's saying, I am starting to miss you because I'm curious about what you're doing. He's watching you. So I feel he's watching you more and more. And he's starting to miss you more and more because he's seeing you more and more. So what I'm getting here is because you're on camera on your lives and he can see you, it's creating an obsessive energy. So like he watches you, he sees you, and then he wants to watch you again. And then he wants to watch you again. So when he's feeling like, because you're in his energy more because of that now, he feels like when he's not looking at you or seeing you, he's starting to miss you again. Whereas before he may have been distracting himself or pushing it away. He's saying, I need time to understand things from a fresh perspective to let go and heal the way I viewed things before. So there still needs to be time. It's still not the right time. And you're still learning how to let go because he's afraid of losing the things he's worked for in his life. but he won't let go. Just heard a crow, so he may hear crows. And that's your psychic power, your intuition. And it's reminding you that it's his comfort zone he's afraid of letting go of. In his eyes, you're the strongest person he knows. So what's his karmic struggle? What's his karmic struggle? And thank you for always taking, such an amount of time when I come onto your lives to help me out as well. So the person he's currently with, they have different interests and goals. So he's not feeling aligned with that person anyway. That's why he does things on his own as well. That's why he isolates himself. So what's his dark struggle? What's his dark struggle? I don't want to talk yet. He's not ready. And he's saying, what I posted on social media is for you. So he may be posting something on social media, whether you can see it or not. He's posting things. And he's saying, I'm in a lot of debt. Now, this could be karmic debt. So he could be dealing with these karmic debts he needs to release. Or it could be financial debt or debt of some other kind. But I'm getting like a karmic debt. He's dealing with his karmic debt. He knows he's got to release it. So let me bring you one more card. Let me bring this deck in. Decisions. And no is going to become a yes. So I feel decisions are going to turn that no into a yes. Okay? Decisions. Things are going to turn around. So again, this is why he's saying, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not making the decision right now. Because he doesn't feel like the karmic debt has been... it's like he's still learning something. There's unfinished business that he's still learning a lesson. So it's not necessarily unfinished business with that person. It's more he hasn't learned the lesson yet, which means you're also still learning your lessons. So I feel there's still lessons being learned. Get you some bucket messages. You've got unblock you. So I feel this about him pushing you away. He's going to unblock you. Or he's going to stop pushing you away. And I do feel he's watching you a lot, okay? And he feels it in his crown chakra. So his crown chakra may be getting more aware, having more downloads, more dreams, more intuitive thoughts, feelings. He's becoming more aware in this area. So you could actually be having headaches or feeling tension headaches or pressure, or you could feel your crown chakra more. So I feel your crown chakra is opening up more to the divine. I hope that helps, okay? And we'll do a reading exchange next week. I would say do it over the weekend, but I've got a lot going on. So let's do it next week, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe. Let me know. We've got Laurie, thank you for the donation. Will I still get to go to Cancun retreat and facilitate? So will you be able to go to Cancun? Obviously, you can do anything you set your mind to with belief and faith. Let's see what the cards are. Let me just turn them over. Is this somewhere that perhaps you wanted to go with him, or you wanted, because the angel's saying don't give up, you were strong enough to do this. But I'm getting this message coming through where it was perhaps something you wanted to do with him, or you were thinking about him, or he's got in the way of it in some way. Because I feel you can absolutely do this because you've got a eventual positive outcome. So the answer is yes. However, I've got this message coming through where you're perhaps a little bit sad or upset that you're not doing it with him. So you've been reflecting on this, or you've been thinking about him, or it's him that's been on your mind. And you can absolutely retreat because this is reflection. But I feel you've got to allow yourself to do it. That's why it's in reverse. It's like, are you allowing yourself to go, or are you in fear about it, thinking you can't for some reason? Or because you're overthinking things to do with your person, or you're perhaps worrying too much about money, or you're overthinking other things. But I feel you're focusing on him and like the sadness, or I've got this where your focus isn't on it. So it's shifted the focus to something else. Because remember, what you focus on grows. So if you focus on going there and you focus on manifesting that and allowing it to happen, you're going to receive more signs about it. The universe is going to create it. But I feel because your energy's been on other things, that you perhaps haven't been as focused on it to manifest it. But it is happening. So I feel the answer is yes. You've just got to put your focus back onto it. Believing you can go, or manifesting it in some way. And then it will happen quickly. So once you get out of your head about perhaps him, and you put your energy on other things, you put your energy back onto that, it's going to happen very quickly. Finances have been the issue. But I'm getting a yes to it, okay? So there's been some kind of worry that's been delaying it. Like you've got the 9 of Pentacles coming up here. So you can absolutely do this. and have this. If you're content with what you have, the universe is going to bring in more. So feel blessed, not stressed. Give it to heaven. Have we got a timeline? Let's see if there's a timeline for you going or doing this. What's the timeline around this? Any timeline? We've got shuffle for numbers, look for sequences. So you're going to be shown through the angels through the things you see. So you've got spiritual success. So you're going to feel going on this retreat is going to be part of your spiritual success. You're going to feel good about it. And you are manifesting your dream relationship. So that's what you're being reminded of. I feel if you trust in what's going on in your love life, everything else will start moving forward. So I'm feeling August, September for when you may be able to do this. Or if you can do it quicker than that, between now and March. But I'm kind of getting August, September time. So that may be the time when everything falls into place financially for this to happen. But I feel let go of any fear or worries or concerns about love, and then everything else will fall into place. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation. What's coming in for me soon in February from the bookies? What do you need to know about February? So you've got watching your socials. So in February, someone's going to be watching your social media. So this could be the person you're connecting with, or it could just be that your social media starts getting bigger in some way. So it could blow up or something could happen. Depends on how you post or where you post. So people are watching your social media in February. So make sure you're aware of what you're posting. You've got a lesson, so you'll learn a lesson in February as well. And this could be that you learn what to post. Or you learn a lesson about what to give out, so you're being perhaps a bit more mysterious. You've got Valentine's Day. Now, isn't that interesting? And next month is Valentine's Day. So you've got Valentine's Day as well. So this could also be that he is watching your social media on Valentine's Day. And the blocks are going to lift as well. So any blocks around you are going to lift in February. And there's going to be a lesson learned, which is good, because that means you're working on healing yourself, transforming and becoming your best version, and someone's watching you. Interesting. Let's pull something out of his bookies for February. We've got 888, overthinking. So we could be overthinking in February, and that could cause delays on 888. So you could also see 888, which is a great number for manifesting money and abundance and magic. I hope that helps, okay? Shelley, thank you for the donation. Angels, please help. Please tell me it's okay. I feel you're overthinking, over worrying. You need to listen to what I said when I replied to your message earlier. Okay, you have the power to turn things around. What you're doing right now is you're being the victim, okay? And I'm not meaning to sound harsh, but you've got to pull yourself together and say, I am stronger than this. I am not my circumstances. Because what you're doing is you're allowing your circumstances to cause you a problem. So you've got to take back your power and remember that it's not the karmic situation or the circumstances that's the problem. I'm looking for Archangel Michael. It's your attachment to it that's causing the problem. Okay? So what's the message from Archangel Michael? You've got to put all your trust in God. So what you're trying to do right now is deal with this yourself, and you can't. You need to call on heaven, okay? So Archangel Michael is saying, trust in the power of heaven to take care of it for you. Always remember to pray about your problems. So you're going through a big problem right now, and you're not allowing the angels to handle it. So you've got to pray about it, and then have faith that when you ask it is given, and the right outcome will happen. So stop worrying about everything, and start praying about everything. Instead of thinking how stressed you are, think about how blessed you are. Sit down and write down 10 things you're grateful for in this moment. And you'll shift your focus, you'll shift your vibration from what you are stressing about to what you're feeling happy about. The angels say, freedom is a gift. Don't take it for granted or resent it. So you may be really angry because you're perhaps thinking, well, I'm free, he's not, or whatever it is why you're feeling all this pain. The freedom you have right now to think, to act, to do what you want to do is an absolute gift. And it feels like you're taking that for granted. You're not realising how amazing life is. I had a dream the other night that I was dead, okay? And I know what it was about rebirth and all that. But I woke up the next day so grateful to be alive. thinking, I don't want to waste a moment of my life. And we waste so much time overthinking and worrying and stressing. Jesus himself says, don't worry about tomorrow because it will take care of itself. Be in the present moment. I can't make the rent. Well, that's because you're worried about it. So instead, pray about it and a solution will come in. Okay? Instead of worrying about it and thinking how bad everything is, give it to heaven. Jesus says, honor your... This is about appreciation. Okay? So appreciation is about honoring everything, appreciating everything. Now, I don't know if you've got... your parents are living or they are around you because you've got parents coming through here. So I don't know if your parents would be able to help you out. But the message has come through for a reason. Remember to honour your human parents, for they gave you life. But this is also about remembering that when you were a kid, for example, you were given things without working for it. You know, when you were a child, you were given food, you were given clothes, you were given all these other things you needed, and you didn't ask for them. So you were given them by God. God gave them to you through your parents. So the point I'm making is, when you ask, it is given. So you're going to receive what you need in the most amazing way. So remember that God is your true Father in heaven who makes everything possible. So if you don't pray because you've got free will, you can't expect anything to change. Let me pull you a message from the abundance angels. You find the deck. Hang on. Here we go. I want to bring you a money message in because you're obviously worried about money. So what's the message? So Archangel Ariel is saying, look, clearing debts. So I feel you will clear your debts, that you'll get through whatever you're going through. Yeah, you can pray, but you're not obviously allowing yourself to believe, or you're in too much stress. So you've got to get out of your head. When you're in your head, okay, you're in your head worrying about everything. Get into your body. Do some exercise or go for a walk, or you know, do something that puts you away from your mind, something that gets your energy moving around. So your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debt from your life. You actually will feel lighter, and you'll already feel lighter and freer just by facing the topic and putting a plan in place. And then you get clear about your obligations and avoid future ones. So really what this is saying is, just facing it head on allows you to release the fear around it. So saying, okay, I can't pay my rent right now. What does that mean? It means I need to ask for help. I'm going to pray and I'm going to be guided. Okay, so you may need to ask someone you can rely on. So you could even perhaps say to your landlord, can you give me a month? Or you may say to your family, can you help me out with this? Or it may just be a big sign to move, to perhaps go back to your roots or do something differently. But I feel what I need to share with you is you've got to release the fear. Releasing the fear is the first step to change. And if you pray, that's why Archangel Michael is saying to you, he's saying trust. Trust in the power of heaven to take care of it for you. And I feel, yes, you're praying, but you're not trusting that God is doing it. Or you're worrying still, or you're panicking, or give it to heaven. But you have a choice. You have a choice whether you see yourself as the victim in this situation or the victor of it. You've got through everything. You're still here. My mum used to say, I'm still here, my dear, which means you've survived. You've got through everything you've got through to this point. You're not going to be, what's the worst that can happen? You've got to look at it like that. What's the worst that can happen? You're going to be okay. I hope that helps, okay? Kim, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, can I get a message from Ash, please? What does Ash want you to know? So Ash is saying to you, when I make a decision, things happen quickly. So Ash may be in the process of making a decision, and that may be causing a delay at this moment, but it will shift soon. So I do feel that when Ash has made this decision, something's going to move forward very, very quickly. And it may take you by surprise. And the angels are asking you to work on you right now, focus on self-love, and allow Ash to deal with what he's dealing with. Okay, so I feel there could also be a big shift between, they give me over the next 5 to 9 weeks, okay, or between May and September. But the message is that something's going to happen very quickly once a decision is made. What else does Ash want you to know? What else does Ash want you to know? There's going to be eventual positive outcome in this situation and rejuvenation. So there will be a happy outcome. So whatever this decision is, it's going to move things forward in the right way. But you just got to be patient with the timing of that decision. But it will happen, and it will happen quickly. Could happen within 5 to 9 weeks. It could happen within 5 to 9 days, but I feel more 5 to 9 weeks or May to September is significant. I hope that helps, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation. DM thinking, feeling and planning for me and girlfriend situation. So what's going on, okay? Please don't give up on our love. So you must allow him to do things in his own time. And don't give up on the love. Be patient with the process, okay? What else is going on? He's in fear and ego, and that will change, okay? So there's going to be a resurrection between the two of you. I feel that something could be happening around Easter time, so April the 5th could be significant. He knows he's got to end some kind of cycle in his life to make a change, but he's afraid of that. And he's asking you not to give up while he deals with it. So I don't feel he's ready yet to make a big change because he's still coming to terms with that. He said, I needed space. I feel like I've waited too long. I am worried that you've moved on. So he doesn't want you moving on. He just needs some space. And he's hoping you're going to give him that space and that time. What else do you need to know? Yeah, he's having sleepless nights and he wants to come back in. So there's a lot of passion when he thinks about you. There's a lot of fire and desire. He wants to bring this back to life with you. He's just working out what to do. What's happening with his girlfriend? What's happening with his girlfriend situation? What's happening with that, okay? Eventually he's going to walk away from that, okay? So you know inside your own truth, you're being guided to trust your intuition on this because you know he's not happy. You know he may be focusing on that, but it's not making him happy at this moment. Well, you've got to be trusting in things working out in your favour eventually. That's why it's taking time, because he's still learning lessons. You may be wondering if he's moved on, if he's happy where he is, but he isn't. He's reflecting on what to do right now anyway. And he needs this space to bring it back to life with you. I just feel it's not the right time. So you could need patience for the next 9 weeks. Please don't give up on our love. So let's bring a message in for you, what you need to know. What's the message for you? What's the message for you? I'm learning to see past the pain. So you may be in a lot of pain right now because you want the next chapter. You want things to move forward. However, it's in divine timing. So the angels say you're learning to see past the pain to start the next chapter of your life. So see this chapter that you're in at this moment. Make it about you. Okay, think, right, I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to work on me. So your divine love connection comes from God. So trust that God is going to bring it in for you in divine timing. So your journey is in divine timing. So you've been asked to relax and breathe and chill and allow things to unfold naturally. Let's bring in one more card about divine timing. Archangel Metatron is saying everything will come to you at the exact moment you need it. Have patience. Time really is illusion. It's all a matter of perception. So you're perhaps frustrated about the timing and wanting of it now. And that's what you're learning to release and heal. I hope that helps, okay? Oh, and Naina, I wanted to say to you as well, you know, your lives are amazing. So don't question your intuition or your guidance because you give spot on guidance. You know, Lisa messaged me after she was live yesterday with you and said, I'm so glad I jumped on Naina's live. She was spot on. So you're doing a really good job, honey, and I feel you're going to see rewards in March. Daniel, thank you for the donation. Good morning, Liz. Messages from Jennifer. What does Jennifer want you to know? I'm tapping into my intuition and this is allowing me to see my truth. Okay, so she is seeing things very clearly when she's going within. She's seeing her truth, so she knows that you're her truth. She said, I do wonder what you're doing and I've been checking your social media to see what you're up to. So she is watching you and she does feel intuitively guided to do that as well. So she is watching you, she's thinking about you. You know you'll never give up on her. You're not going to give up on this love. And she's hoping that you don't either. What else? I'm in love with everything that you are. And she knows that when she's watching you. And that's what her intuition is telling her as well. So she loves you. She's in love with you. She loves everything that you are. The person that you are. And the fact that you love her fiercely. That you don't give up. So this is a spiritual partnership. It is twin flame. You may be seeing 999, 222, and you're both realising that you have a soul journey together. And separately, when you're apart, you're realising what your feelings are and what this journey is. That you are connected through the 5D, that you are connected. So you're connected regardless of what's going on in the physical world. She's watching you on social media. So is she about to take action or move something forward? What are her next steps in this? She may be acting indifferent, or she may be acting like she's distant, but she really does care about you. Okay, what else do you need to know? She's saying a karmic ending is taking place and you are one with all things. So I feel what you need to know right now is, even though you're not physically together, or she may not be showing up for you the way you perhaps wanted to, a conversation will come in time. There's something karmic ending first, and you showing each other that you feel each other's energy, that you're connected in the 5D. That conversation will come in time. So there will be a conversation physically, where I feel a karmic ending or something needs to shift first to make that happen. This could be something that's happening between March and August. So that conversation could come in around March to August time. And you're realising through the way the situation is right now that you are one. That you don't need to be physically together to feel each other, because you already do. That's what I've got coming through. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Wish right now. It says farm work message, quit today, club work message, new role. Okay, so what do you need to know? So farm work message, obviously if you quit today, you don't need to be giving it any attention, really. And then what's the message about the club work message, that you've started this new role today? So about the work that you've quit, okay, it was manifested. So it's the right thing. You've manifested the right thing. You just may feel a bit trapped in that. So again, there's this energy where you may be thinking, have I made the right decision? But everything's happening for a reason. But I feel you may feel trapped in that new role. Now, I'm not meaning to sound negative about that. I'm just telling you what the cards are showing. So what else do you need to know? But it's going to ultimately make your dreams come true in some way. So even though you may feel trapped in some aspects, your dreams are coming true in other aspects. So it could be financially good for you. You may be manifesting something. So it may take a while for what you want to come in, but you are manifesting something good. So I feel you're going to see more benefits of this between August to July next year. So I feel there's a timeline of August where we're coming up to July, where your dreams are going to come true. And this could be in all areas of your life. This could be connected with him as well. Because I've just read something where you said he's blocked you or something like that. So just have faith in timings. Whenever you're doing now, you've manifested in some way, shape or form. Even if you feel trapped. So this new role could make you feel trapped, because you could be in a contract, or you may feel like you haven't got a choice now because you've quit one job and you're in the other one. So I'm not saying you're definitely feeling trapped as in, I don't like it, I don't feel it's there. It's more, well, I've made a commitment now and I'm in this and there's nothing I can do about it. So what you're manifesting is going to start coming into fruition over the next few months. So I'm feeling August to July next year when you're going to see big rewards. So what you do until then, because obviously you got this is also a July card. So we're seeing this as between now and July, you're manifesting, you're putting work into this, you're putting time and effort and energy into this, and then you're going to see the rewards between August and July. I hope that helps, okay? Donna, great to see you, honey. Thank you for using milestone. Are there any messages from Mark, and can I have a music card? So what does Mark want you to know? So Mark is saying to you, I'm ready to begin again. Now this can also be a sign of June, okay? So this could be a sign of the relationship actually manifesting into physical form in June. So what does he want to say? Knock on wood. So he could knock on your door. Our passion is crazy intense, okay? He's saying you spark something real in me, and your heart, you may feel like he shut his heart down. Your heart is not open. So he's got to open his heart to this fully. And that's what I feel he's going to be ready to do in June. Okay, so whatever he's dealing with, where he shut his heart down, not feeling like he shut his heart down towards you, it's more to love or to having a relationship or to things he's had going on in his life. He's saying our passion is crazy intense. So he's opening his heart right now. Things may feel frozen as in stuck. So feel frozen more as in stuck in time, or things not moving forward, things feeling stuck. Then actually his heart is closed to you. I feel his heart is not open to other relationships. It's not like he's going to get into another relationship. When he's ready to have a relationship, it's going to be with you. And he wants you to know that. He's going to come knocking on your door. And he's feeling all this fire and passion. So there's a lot of passion and fire. So what else do you need to know? I feel when the time is very quickly, and that's when you're going to reconnect. So you're about to feel super connected to him. You're being prepared for communication. You can feel that they have something to tell you and you're ready to hear it. Something big is happening and it's moving things into place. You're going to start to feel tingles of power and excitement in your crown chakra and in your solar plexus. So you're going to feel it when this is about to happen. I feel he's going to knock on your door. Or he's going to come forward in a very unexpected, spontaneous way. See if we can get any more cards. Anything else you need to know? You've got unexplained events very soon. So things could start making more sense very soon. Unexplained events could be the universe popping things into place in an unexplained way. And it's coming very soon. I mean, June is around the corner. We're nearly in February now. So have faith in the timing. We pull you a card from Adam as well. Anything Adam wants to say to you? What does Adam want to say? Gratitude. Be grateful for every single thing that you come across and thank God for it. I hope that helps, okay? We're doing transcend. Thank you for the donation. What transformation identity is next in line? Okay, what transformation or identity is next in line? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but the angels will give you the answer you need to hear. So you got hello from heaven. So your spirit team is with you. So I feel your angels and your guides are helping you to transform, to be a better version of yourself, you know, to work on you and become stronger, more spiritual. So I feel this about you becoming more connected with heaven, more aware of your spirit team or more aware of your psychic senses. So I feel the identity or transformation is that you're becoming more spiritual. So you're becoming the best version of yourself in that respect. And you did it celebration. So you're going to also transform. So you're going to feel like you've transformed into the version of yourself you want to be, or you've achieved what you want to achieve, or you've done what you want to do, and you're going to celebrate that. So there's going to be a celebration coming up. And you're being told by heaven that you've done it well, that whatever you've done well. So what I'm actually connecting with is you're becoming the most spiritual version of yourself. What else do you need to know about this? Yeah, you've got ascension and paranormal activity. So this could also be you seeing through the illusion of the physical world or connecting more with your third eye. You've got paranormal activity, so you could actually see spirit. So you could be a medium, or you could connect with the other side in a strong way as well. But you're definitely ascending. You're ascending so that you can become this version of yourself. Contact will resume. Now, this could be contact with the person you're thinking about, or it could be connection with the other side. And you just need to wait and allow. And what I'm getting this energy, and what I'm picking up with you is, this could be you transcending into your spiritual journey where you're able to connect more with the other side, because you got the hello from heaven. So you may be a medium, or you may be able to connect with the other side. Archangel Azrael will guide you, and you're ascending to allow this to happen. But you may have to wait for it to happen, and you may have to wait for the message to come through. You know, so this could be perhaps you going into a calm state of mind to receive the answers you need. A meditation or breathing. It's like kind of sitting there and waiting for spirit to come through, or for the guidance to come through. And that contact will resume if you wait. So again, I'm getting this contact as in with the other side, or with your angels or guides. But also if you wait, you're going to receive some kind of contact with someone you were connecting with in a physical way. But I feel the identity is that you're becoming this new version of you that's able to connect with paranormal activity and possibly the other side in a mediumship way. That's what I'm connecting with. Take it out, resonates. I hope that helps, okay? Jay, thank you for the donation. Message from Adam. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to connect with Adam, but I'm going to bring in a message from Adam as well. What does Adam want to say to you? You've got Adam saying the nose is a magical thing. So you're being guided to remember that your nose, it's connected with your intuition. Okay, so you can sense and smell when something is coming or shifting or changing. So trust in your intuition. And also to smell brings your world to life. So you may smell him around you. You may smell his aftershave, or you could smell or sense what's coming. Okay, so remember, smell helps you decipher the good from the bad, the right and the wrong, the fresh from the old, what's living or dead. In other words, you know in your intuition that this is not over. You can sense it, you feel it, you know it, otherwise you wouldn't keep asking about it. So he's saying, I'm dealing with my ego. So it's still his ego that's holding him back when he's in separation from you. I hope that you don't hate me. And he worries that you hate him for the amount of time it's taking and the fact that he's behaving the way he is. He's connecting with you constantly in the 5D realm. So he's hearing you and feeling you in that way. So you're definitely dreaming of each other, or you will be. He's dreaming of you. You're connecting in the higher realms. You're being guided to trust the process, and that will bring in a breakthrough. So there will be a breakthrough. This card can also be a symbol of March, or when you start seeing penguins. So there could be a breakthrough around March if you trust the process that he's going to move forward, because he could be dealing with his ego over the next 5 weeks. But I'm getting this message coming through where trust what you feel and your intuition and your sense of knowingness, because that's coming from deep inside of you, and that's what you need to trust over anything else that's going on in the physical world. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, I've already answered about S. I've already done a message from S's DM. I've already done that one. I don't know if you missed it. We've got Liza, thank you for being here, honey. Thank you for using Milestone. Hi, Liz, please can I have a message from the angels and my DM and the fire horse if possible? Thanks so much. So what does Adam want to say to you? I'm connected with Adam, the first man. So what does Adam want to say? Truth. God is real. He made you and he makes all things possible. So when you have faith, anything is possible. Anything and everything is possible. What else is going on? What else do you need to know? Trust the process. Love that that's come out. So Adam is saying, if you trust the process, there's going to be a turnaround. There's epiphanies coming in. So I feel that you're receiving epiphanies right now, and so is your DM. Things are starting to make sense. And it may be an epiphany to you to think, yes, I know my truth. I need to trust the process more. I know that God is real. I know that God makes all things possible. I know that things are shifting forward. So what's the message from the fire horse? What's the message from the fire horse? We got the new ways, but they give me new moon. So something could be happening around the new moon. Because I feel what you need to know is on the new moon, the next new moon is when the fire horse comes in. So there's going to be a new way of being. So I feel that's what the horse is saying to you, that there's going to be a new way of doing things when I come in on the new moon, which is on the 17th of February. You are infinite. So remember that. You are one. You are connected with everything that was, is, and ever will be. You are an infinite being, and your love is infinite. Connect with your inner child, have more fun. So I feel what the fire horse wants you to know is that in the year of the fire horse, you're going to have more fun. It's going to be less serious. Why? Because the snake is all about shedding and releasing and dealing with struggle. So there's going to be less seriousness. Pay attention to the signs you see to believe. So the signs are showing you to believe, which is really what Adam said is the truth. You know, Adam said, God made you and he makes all things possible. And that's what you're being reminded. So what does your masculine want you to know? Your masculine saying, I am taking action towards you, and you're being guided to believe in that because I have a vision of what I want. And there's a karmic ending. So this is also a sign of February to March. So he's taking action towards you between February and March, and he's going to end his karmic cycles. He's reviewing that right now. Justice, balance. So something could be happening February, March, and in the Libra season. I hope that helps, okay? Yeah, blocks being released. Maxine, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, message from Jude. Thanks, Liz. So what does Jude want you to know? Jude is saying, who cares what people think? It's what I think that matters. And it's what you think that matters. So I feel Jude is guiding you to not care what people think. And this could be something that they are working on releasing right now. Judgment. Caring about what people think or what people do or what people say. Following their own truth. I feel that's the message from Jude. Who cares what people think? This could also be to do with feeling trapped in a situation. Okay, trying to find a way out of a situation. And I feel that what the situation is fear of what people will think or what people will do. So if Jude needs to release a situation or a cycle, or if you need to release a situation or a cycle, then do what you feel is right for you, instead of being trapped in that situation or cycle because of what people think. What will people think if I leave that? What will people think if I do that? Or what will people think if I say that? That's the fear that needs to be released. So anything else from Jude? Give me a block. And this could be about clearing the air or speaking the truth. Yeah, what's meant for you will be for you. So trust in fate and destiny. So I feel that's the message from Jude. Because when I'm connecting with Jude, I'm connecting with like a message coming through from the higher self saying everything is meant to be. Everything will turn around. Who cares what people think? Do what's right for you. That's the message I need to share. I hope that helps, okay? Amy Only, thank you for the donation. Great to see you. What is it that Josh and Alison are keeping from me? Give me a block there. So it feels more like you're being defensive about something. So you may be overthinking something or worrying about something that isn't actually there, because it feels like they perhaps can't give something to you, or there's no equal balance. So I feel like you may be defensive about something that you don't need to worry about. So what Josh and Alison keeping from you, or what do you need to know? Could be something that you need to hear. So pay attention to the sounds you hear. I feel you're going to be shown in other ways. You're going to be shown through things you hear, or a song, or something gets your attention. Close your eyes and really listen to the sounds you're hearing. So it's like you're already being shown somehow through your intuition, through your ear chakras, what you need to know. You just need to surrender. So I feel you're perhaps worrying for nothing, or you're overthinking something, or you're making something out of nothing, because I feel the defensive person in this situation is you. And I mean that with love. Sometimes you just got to take yourself out of the equation. If you feel people are keeping things from you, ask yourself why you're letting it affect you, or why you're allowing it to bother you. Focus on other things. Put your attention elsewhere. To feel good, you must let go of what makes your heart heavy. So if this is making your heart heavy, and you don't want to ask them outright what's going on, or you don't want to deal with it directly, take yourself out of the equation. If it makes you feel bad, no matter what the cost or the sacrifice, move away from this. So if you feel like they're keeping things from you, then take yourself out of the equation. But I feel you may be overthinking something, or worrying about something that perhaps isn't going on. Is there anything else you need to know about this? You've got you are connected, which I feel is to know that you are connected to everything that was, is, and ever will be, which again is a sign that you are receiving the messages through your higher self anyway, because you're connected with everything. And it could be that they are connected in some way. So they could be keeping from you that they have a connection. There could be some connection going on between them, whether it's a physical connection or an emotional connection. You will go through things in life and you'll need people, and God will send you those people. So I feel this is also reminding you that these people are in your life for a reason, and you're learning a lesson from them. Okay, so you're learning, I feel, to trust that you are connected and what you feel is real. Your intuition is speaking to you. Think they're hiding that they are dating. So they could be hiding a connection, that they are connecting, and your intuition is telling you that. You feel that. So you're being reminded of this. But also, if they are dating, or if they are spending time together, they will be learning lessons from each other. They'll be learning lessons. So the right people are in your life for a reason, but I feel you need to move away from what's causing you a struggle. That's what I've got coming through. But it's about being connected. They're connected in some way, and you are connected to this in some way, because it's obviously affecting you. And you can see through the illusion of perhaps the fear around it and focus on what you know inside. But I feel you need to just take yourself out of the equation. Let them get on with whatever they're doing. You do you. And if it's meant to come back around in some way, if you're connecting with Josh, for example, you know, if you're connecting with Josh as your person, or if you're connecting with Josh in some way, when the time is right, you'll come back together. So you take yourself out of the equation, focus on you, and then everything else will fall into place. That's what I've got coming through. Some things you're just not meant to know. You're meant to feel and trust, okay? And have faith in God's plan. and recognize it may be now that you just need to allow them to do what they're doing and you work on yourself. Nura, thank you for the donation. Nura says, I would really love to hear guidance. Tonight I ran into Gary. Why did we run into each other? What am I meant to do about the situation? How am I meant to approach him? He's with someone else. Well, obviously, if he's with someone else, then let that situation heal naturally or unfold naturally. You've got to ask yourself the question, we run into each other, clearly because you're being reminded by the universe to not give up on this, that this is your person. It's very likely your twin flames, and you've been brought back into each other's energy for a reason. However, if he's with someone else, it wouldn't serve you to see him on the side or communicate with him until he's free, because it will just cause you more pain. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so as much as you perhaps want to see him or talk to him or connect with him, if he's with someone else, you know in your heart and soul, he has to be free for this to move forward in a real way. So you're learning strength. You're learning to find strength within you to handle this situation, to deal with it however you feel is the right thing to do. So the angels say don't give up on this. He doesn't want you to give up on him either. So I feel he's manifested this too. You've both manifested coming into, like running into each other or coming back together. It's happened for a reason, to remind you that the feelings are still there. However, it's also, he's got to find the strength to change. If he needs to be free to be with you, which he does, then he's obviously got to deal with that too. So what else do you need to know? So you've got signs and synchronicities. So the signs will show you what to do. This is a synchronicity to bring in an epiphany. So it's giving you both the realization that you still care about each other, that he needs to deal with his own life and change. So you've run into each other because the universe is showing you there's still feelings there, that there's unfinished business between you. But you have a choice what you do. You know, you don't have to worry or overthink or stress out. You just have to have faith. This is like the universe creating a reunion. You are independent as well. So you are doing you. You are strong. You've got your own life going on. Don't let this wreck your life by being in your head about it. Think, right, we've come back together because we clearly have unfinished business. We have a soul connection. We have feelings for each other. However, he's still with someone else that he needs to release. So how I'm going to approach this is I'm going to remember that I'm free, or I've got my own stuff going on, whether you're single or free or whatever. It feels like you're in this independent energy of power. So you're the divine feminine in this connection. You're giving him the epiphany that, whoa, why am I still having feelings for this person when I want to change? I've got to change. I've got to release something. So you've both been activated through coming back together. That's what I'm picking up on. Because you are the same soul family. So in other words, you have a soul contract. You are one, possibly twin flames. You're in the same soul family. And you're both needing to release the ego to follow the true path. So it's about activation. You've come back together to remind each other that there's more to do on earth. That you are possibly meant to be together in a relationship. And that's why you've been reminded of each other by the universe at this time. Because it was the right time. That's why you run into him. Because the universe created the way, which means it was the right time to activate something. But you've still got to remember that he's with someone else. So it's like you're going perhaps round and round in circles about what to do next, knowing that you can't really do anything until he's free. So what does he feel towards you? What does he feel towards you? He wants to come back together with you. He's been manifesting this, I feel. He's been thinking about you and it's manifested. And I feel that's also an epiphany, because very likely he's been thinking about you and then you run into each other. And he's like, whoa. You know how it is when you haven't seen someone for a while and you're thinking about them and then they call you up or you run into them. So I do feel he wants to reunite with you. He may contact you or ask to meet up, but you have a choice what you do. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just, are you going to open a can of worms? You could perhaps say to him, well, are you free? Are you, what are you doing in your life? They're giving me fear there, because you're saying the way you act makes me question everything. Because you may be questioning everything right now, thinking, what does this mean? What's going on? So approach it, be flexible and adaptable. Let him come to you. So I feel that's the way to approach it. Let him make a move towards you. because he'll do that when he feels ready to. And that could come in within the next 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. Okay, depending on what his ego is doing. But you may get stressed out because he may act like he doesn't care because he's with someone else, yet he is feeling lots of things inside. So what may aggravate you in this situation, if you do get involved with him again, is that he can act indifferent or cool or cold when that's not really who he is at all. That's because he's wearing a mask. So if he's still with someone else, he's going to be wearing a mask, and he's got to take that mask off to be authentic and real with you, to be actually in a relationship with you where he can take you out on dates and get to know you and be with you properly. And also you may have your own circumstances you need to deal with as well. But I feel you're coming through as you're coming through independently as the Queen of Pentacles, because you may be single. You may be free to pursue him, but he isn't free to pursue you properly. He wants to, but I feel that's what you've got to address in your mind. But you have a choice. I do feel that you've come back around for a reason, and I do feel you've got unfinished business, and I do feel he's meant to release that karmic cycle, and that's something that's going to be shown in time. So he's having the epiphany now because he's thinking about you and thinking, whoa. Let's just get one more card out. Anything else you need to know? Yeah, he's actually wondering if you're going to reach out to him. And he's saying, did I handle it the right way? No, I didn't. So I feel like he perhaps wanted to stop and talk or do something. He doesn't feel he handled it the right way. And this could also be connected with the past. But I feel he didn't feel like he handled that interaction the right way. You run into each other, but he feels like he didn't do something right. And now he wants to perhaps communicate and make up for that or move it forward in some other way. So I feel like it's not done. That's what I'm trying to do. It feels like we're round and round in circles to get to the answer, which is it's not done. There's unfinished business. It's about an epiphany coming back together. However, you've got to be honest with yourself about where it could actually go while he's still with someone else. I hope that helps, okay? Joy, thank you for the donation, honey. Isla's, what does my person want to say? I'm learning to ask for what I want. Isn't that true? So that's what he's doing because he's got to change. He needs to step up and show you how he feels and be honest and open with you. So you being the feminine, the way you are, is helping him step into his masculine role. And he's growing up still. So he said, I'm growing up because I'm learning how to ask for what I want with you. I'm learning how to show you that I want to be with you the right way. So what else is he going through? What else is he going through? He's saying, I wonder if you are okay. So he is curious about you right now, what you're doing, what's going on with you, what you're up to. I wonder if you're okay. So he wants to move forward towards you. What else is he doing? I forgive you. And that may be you forgiving him. Don't ever let go. So I feel he's forgiven himself. I forgive you. He's forgiven himself. And he's saying to you, don't ever let go. Don't let me go. But I feel this I forgive you is about him forgiving himself. Because you obviously forgive him too. So what's the energy around the connection? We've got surrender and let go and hope. And you know that too. You know you're being guided. The star is the Aquarius season. Something could be happening on the 17th of Feb, which is when the fire horse comes in. You've got reflection. And separation is needed for that reflection. So whenever he's not around you, he's reflecting. He's forgiving himself. He's preparing to ask for what he wants. He's working out how to move towards you. Going through epiphanies and change. So there's a big shift happening between now and the new moon. I feel the 17th is going to be significant for everyone anyway, because not only is it a new moon, it's the fire horse comes in and there's an eclipse. So it's going to be huge. So what's the guidance for your higher self or from your higher self? What's the guidance? It's gone back in. So you may have to go within Francis yourself. Yeah, you've got judgment. So who cares what people think? It's what you think that matters. And this may be something you're overcoming as well. Because you were perhaps thinking, I wouldn't let anyone else get away with what you've got away with, or I wouldn't let anyone else do what you've done, or be around me if they'd done what you've done. But you know that this is deeper than that. It goes beyond that you're also helping him to become his best version. Let's get one more card. Let's get a message for you from Adam. What else do you need to know? Adam's saying to you, take God with you everywhere you go. You'll never feel alone. And God is your companion. Your angels are with you. I feel you want him to be with you as your companion, as your partner. You want him to be with you in that way. And he wants that too. He doesn't want to just be your lover. He wants to be your companion. He wants to be your partner. So I feel that's what's been manifested. That's what he has to ask you for, to be your companion, to be in a relationship with you. Because he's so used to asking for other things, but having a relationship is what he's really afraid of. I hope that, like, real companionship. That's why companions come up, because it's like real companionship, like having that real relationship that's solid. That's what he's never really had before, and that's what he knows he can have with you. I hope that helps. Okay, I'm just looking at where I am with time-wise. I'm going to say no more donations, guys, because I need to catch up. Okay, so no more donations. Okay, so Priyanka, thank you for the donation. Let's see where I am. There we are. Can you please tell me, from spending 3 months in Milan, is saving 5 to 6 lakh enough approximate amount? Can you guide me overall? Will it be able to save that much? You have to believe you can. Okay, set your intention. Visualize the money. So Mother Mary is saying integrity. Trust your ability to know what's true for you. So this is about you believing. If you believe you can have the right amount of money, whatever you believe that is, then you can have that, but you've got to be honest with yourself. So it's like if you said to yourself, right, I need to manifest £500, for example, you may find that easy. If you think, right, I need to manifest £5,000, you may find that harder. So you've got to be honest with yourself about what's realistic for you. Because the angels can manifest anything. You could manifest £1 million if you wanted to, but it's the ego that gets in the way and doesn't believe. So you can manifest anything that you want. You just have to believe. So trust your ability to know what's true for you. So what's true for you? Do you feel like you could save that amount of money? If you believe you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't. So you've got to remember, your belief is creating your reality. Put it on your vision board. Block out distractions. Go out in nature. Retreat quietly within yourself. See yourself with the amount of money you need. Put it on your vision board. Put it in your creation box. Write yourself a check out for that amount of money. You could also do other things that help you to manifest, like setting aside a certain amount of money for the month, or dealing with your schedule in a different way, or your finances. So are you going to be able to have that amount of money? Again, vision. It's about vision. It's about visualization. It's about asking. It's about using the law of attraction. That's what's going to create it. The world's your oyster. You can absolutely attract in anything you want to make this happen. So perhaps instead of thinking about the amount of money, perhaps just visualize being in Milan and doing what you want to do there. Shopping, going out, having meals, whatever you're doing, and then allow the universe to create the amount of money you need for those experiences. I hope that helps. Okay, Emily, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, are the messages about me leaving the jobs I'm at for a different one? Also a message from D. So what does D want you to know? So D is saying to you, I'm finding it hard to be away from you right now, but I know I am healing, so please don't give up on our love. So if there is some kind of separation between you or no contact right now, it's meant to be that way for a reason. There could be more movement coming in around March time. So I'm not saying there's not going to be any movement, but I feel more movement from March, or March is going to be where things start moving forward. You're saying don't give up on our love. So the next 9 weeks is symbolic to that. Don't give up, keep going, trusting. Yeah, and you're going to feel more in control of your life anyway, especially around the Cancer season. You're going to feel like you've got your life together, things are shifting forward. So there could be some real movement around then. There's a transformation right now where healing is happening, and you will receive a message. So he is going to contact you. You will receive a message once he's gone through this kind of transformation period where he needs this time, because healing is happening at this time. And this could also be what you're dealing with, because you're saying, I'm leaving jobs, or I'm dealing with my own life. So you're focusing on that too. So what's the message about you leaving the job you're at for a different one? Again, you got the Chariot coming through. So don't worry about letting anyone down or messing anyone about, because you've got to do what's right for you. Okay, so, and don't worry about that. You may kind of feel like you are sneaking around, going for job interviews or doing things, but you're not a deceptive person. You do what's right for you. So I feel there could be a big change around the Chariot, around the Cancer season. So this could be when it moves forward. So I do feel you're going to move forward towards something else, possibly around June, July, because you don't want to mess anyone around. And I feel that you're like sneaking around is not good for you. So I'm not saying you are a sneaky person. This is like you being out in the open and honest about something. So you want to leave your job, you want to do that, you want to make a change. There will be something better for you. That's what you're moving towards. So what does Archangel Gabriel want to say? No more donations, please, guys, so I can catch up, okay? So what's the message coming through? Gabriel is saying journaling. Journal down your thoughts and feelings about this. What do you actually want? Ask for what you want. Journal it down. Put it on your vision board. Think about it. And be authentic. Be your true self. Because you may not be being your true self in the job you're in. You may want more, or you may feel like you can do more. Open your heart to love, to feeling good about what you're doing. The motivation is there to change. And if you're going to give birth to something new, if you keep going. So I feel the message coming through here is, if you keep going, if you don't give up, if you're authentic and you know what you do want and what you deserve and what you're passionate about, the doors are going to open. So I feel there could be a job change between June and July. I hope that helps, okay? Francis, thank you for the donation. I've been separated by EJP for months now. Is either one for me, or am I set to meet my real counterpart? What should I do and focus on to be in union with my true divine counterpart? Well, first of all, work on self-love. Work on the connection with yourself and God to become the best version of yourself, to attract in your true person at the right time. Now, no reader, I don't care who they are or what they say, can tell you for sure if someone is or isn't your twin. It's a knowingness deep inside. Obviously, we can give advice and guidance, but we can tell you like 99%, but the other 1% you know. So you have to trust what you feel. And the thing is, even if this person isn't your real counterpart, he's teaching you what you need to know at this moment. So even if he isn't, he's a catalyst to you getting where you're meant to be. So take the labels away. The best thing to do if you are doubting who someone is to you is just take the label away and say, well, EJP has taught me so much about me, and I'm going through a big awakening because of him in this connection, and that's a good thing. So focus on right now your connection with you and your connection with God, the creator, the universe, the higher power, whoever you connect with up there, and that will open all the doors. So I'm going to connect with Adam for you, because Adam was on his own before Eve, okay? So what does Adam want you to know? Adam is reminding you that God made the human body to reproduce, to make babies, to continue the human race. That's why we like to be intimate with each other. However, it's okay to enjoy the act of intimacy when you honour your body and remember how sacred it is. Do not give it away freely. So it's like Adam is saying to you, you know what's right for you physically. And I feel that's how you're going to know with someone else. So say, for example, you dated someone and then you but obviously then at the end of the night, perhaps it came to the point where you could give this person a good night kiss or take it to the bedroom. You may feel like, I don't want to do that because you're honouring your body, or you perhaps feel like your body belongs to EJP. So I feel you're going to know by the way you're feeling about your own body. Like, do you feel like you are wanting to be intimate with others or experience others? Or do you feel like your body is sacred, belonging to him? So that's what Adam is bringing through for you. And it's also, I feel, you're working on self-worth. So maybe something you've been through with AGP is also teaching you to honour your body more, to respect your body more, to put boundaries down with your body. So you're not perhaps making love to him if he turns back up, or you're putting boundaries down around your body, realising how sacred it is. So what does AJP want to say to you? I'm angry at myself. So he is angry at himself for the way he's behaved or treated you, and he does feel badly about that. And he is miserable without you. He is missing you. So I do feel he's in the energy of missing you, no matter how it seems on the surface. And you're tired of being alone. So you're mirroring each other because you got the Four of Cups in both decks. So you are mirroring each other, which means you are mirrors, which suggests you are counterparts, because you're saying, I'm tired of being alone. You know, I want to be in a relationship. I want to be connecting with someone. I want to be in a relationship. I want to be in union. I want that. And he's saying, I'm angry at myself because I can't give that to you right now. So I do feel that it's very likely you are counterparts, but again, you know your truth, okay? So what's the energy between the two of you? You've got the moon cycles are asking you to trust the process. So moon cycles can bring up heaviness. And this full moon has given you the opportunity to release the whole process to heaven and to trust the process, to trust that who's meant for you and what's meant for you will be for you. Even if there's distractions, there will be a reunion. So I've got this message coming through that whatever is going on between you and EJP right now, I do feel you'll come back together. So I do feel that he is the one, or they are the one, that you are going to come back into contact with when the time is right. However, you're in separation right now because you've been guided to work on you and focus on the relationship with yourself and source. Is there anything else you need to know? Yeah, judgment. Don't judge yourself. Let go. Who cares what people think? Release it. So anything else you need to know about EJP? I wish you were here. So EJP is really missing you, wishing you were there, thinking about you, and a lot of regret about the past. So what I'm connecting with is that you're going to reunite with EJP when the time is right. They're not really giving me a timeline because you're working on you right now. It could be within 4 weeks, 4 months. It could be around April. You're being protected by angels. So I feel you're going to know soon enough anyway, because you're going to feel perhaps because maybe someone asked you out on a date, or you get hit up on social media, or someone wants to interact with you physically, and you'll know by the way you feel. You know, if you're thinking, no, that doesn't feel right, or I want to honour my body. But I feel you're learning the lesson of self-worth and honouring your body through putting boundaries down. I hope that helps, okay? Saranga, thank you for the donation. I can see you've donated twice. So Saranga says, I kicked Nana B out of my life. I can't tell you the peace I'm feeling. He was acting too smart and cunning at the same time. Well, then that shows you, if you feel peace, then that shows you've done the right thing. That you've created a boundary, that you're working more on yourself. That you're allowing him to come to you if he's ready, when he's ready. So you're focusing on you. And that's why you feel peace. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to feel that peace for, forever. You may start panicking or getting wobbly about things. So call on the angels to buoy your faith and keep you strong. So what you're realising from doing that is that you're in control of your own thoughts and feelings. You've done that for your own peace of mind and sense of well-being. You're saying, I am becoming the creator of my destiny. Okay, so you've done that for you. That's what you, and obviously you've seen him as smart and cunning, is how you perceive him. It doesn't mean he is that way. That's how you perceive him. So really what you're saying is, I can't have him around me right now because it's too stressful. It's causing me too much anxiety and stress and panic. And I feel so much peace now. I've cut that cord. And you can never cut the cords of love. You can only cut the cords of fear. So you've moved him out of your energy field by becoming the creator of your own destiny until he's perhaps ready to show up the right way. Okay, I'm getting a lot of DM energies with a lot of darkness in them. My body suffers while channeling for them. They never want your good. They're extremely into darkness. Well, you're allowing that in. Okay, it's what you're allowing in. Okay, for me, for example, I shield myself so I don't allow any darkness in. So I feel you need to be shielding yourself better and calling on Archangel Michael, because masculine energy is not always dark. Okay, you're just perhaps allowing that side of it to come in. So I feel you need to cleanse your aura, cleanse your chakra system, and then I'll ask Archangel Michael to shield you with light. And then you won't be allowing any, if they do come to you with darkness, for example, you're not going to allow it to penetrate you. Because I feel what you're doing is, your body's suffering because you're not shielding yourself well enough or cleansing yourself well enough to create a force field that keeps the darkness out. And that's what you're being guided to do. So I'm not saying there is no darkness, there's light and dark in all things. However, it's up to you if you allow it into your aura or not. Because you've got your aura and then your chakras, and it's penetrated into you. So call on Archangel Raphael and Michael to cleanse you. And you can do that really well in the shower, okay? Have a shower. And while you're in the shower, imagine and visualise that anything that's dark or toxic that you've absorbed is being washed down the plug hole. okay, like a baptism in a way. And then when you get out and you dry yourself, ask Archangel Michael to shield you with white light, or ask Jesus to shield you with golden light. And then put a force field around you so nothing can come into your force field. So I feel you're allowing that darkness in. Okay? So yeah, you said, I feel what you feel and it's keeping me awake. So this may also be affecting your sleep patterns as well, because you're feeling what other people are feeling. So you're carrying around their burdens, their darkness, their struggle, and you're being guided to release that. It's like with me, every time I do a reading, okay, on here, because obviously I'm doing lots of questions. As soon as I've connected with you, for example, Archangel Michael will come in and take that memory out of my head. Like in Harry Potter with the pensieve, where Dumbledore gets his wand and takes the memory out of his head, okay, and puts it into the pensieve. So it's not in his head driving him mad. Otherwise, I'd be carrying around everyone's thoughts, problems, and feelings in my head, and we can't do that, okay? So you've got to remove the energy, and that's what you're not perhaps doing right, or not doing enough of. So I'm not saying you're not doing it right, but you're perhaps not shielding yourself properly. So if it's keeping you awake and it's dragging you down, you've got to do a cleansing. So that's the message, do a cleansing. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation. S's feelings for Priyanka, no contact, how does he see me? So what's the feeling from him to you? When I make a decision, things happen quickly. So he thinks he's got to make a decision. He knows he needs to make a decision. And that's to be with you or come towards you. He said, I trust in karmic endings. And this is what you're saying. So if there's a karmic situation he needs to end or something needs to release, you have to trust in that right now, that he will make that decision. And when he does, it's going to move things forward very quickly. Until that happens, you are strong, you are a warrior, and he sees you that way. He sees you as someone who can handle this, okay? And he's making, look, this is the thing. These are your cards. This is his card. He's saying, when I make a decision, things happen quickly. And that decision is to do with a karmic ending. And you're saying, I'm making decisions about my life and trusting you to do the same. So I feel that you've got to have faith right now that he is making the right decisions when it comes to you and being with you, and have faith that you are strong enough to handle this, and he sees you as a warrior of love. That's how he sees you. He sees you as someone very strong and powerful and capable. What else does he want you to know? That's why you're in no contact, because he knows he's got to make a decision. Nothing else matters when I'm with you. So I feel he does fantasize about you and dream about you and connect with you. And when he does, nothing else matters. That's when he knows, I want to make this decision. So the decision is about releasing something he's in, but also making a decision to move towards you. And he's in regret about the past and the things he's done, the way he's behaved. What was I thinking? So he knows he has to make a decision to do something differently. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation. What's happening with S's DM? So obviously I have answered that. You're saying we have got messages from her DM. She is having intense cold. So if she's having an intense cold, she's upgrading. Okay, she's going through ascension for a reason, okay? So there's about to be a new chapter. So let me show you what I mean. So obviously cold and flu, okay, or hot and cold, whatever she's experiencing, she's preparing, her energy is preparing, and so is his. Preparing for new energy upgrades that create a more optimistic, positive perception and spiritually based mindset. So in other words, they're preparing for the next chapter, to make the right decisions, to make the right choices, to move things forward. So what will really help her at this time is to unplug from society, which means turn your phone off and get some rest and, recuperate within. Perhaps watching TV or doing something that takes her out of her head will help it. Let's get a message from Adam, and then I'm going to bring in a message about him. Yeah, worship. Love God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul. Focus on loving him. Instead of worshipping, your twin. And this is a message for you as well, because that's also what you need to do. Instead of making everything about your masculine, make it about yourself. So the guidance coming through for her is to not take things personally or get involved in drama. So I feel that he's got a lot of drama going on right now, and she's being protected from that. Because remember, he's saying things are not what they seem. You're my true love, the one I dream about. So he is dreaming about you right now, and he intends to give you everything that you want, and he's giving you that in that dream. So when he's dreaming about giving you a good life, or giving you love, or giving you an equal balance connection, or being free, or whatever it is he's doing. So he is working through that to have a new beginning with you, but you have to have faith. So what you're going through right now is preparing you. I hope that helps, okay? Saranga, thank you for the donation. There is an immediate action I need to take for my journey and purpose. Yeah, I've told you what to do. Okay, what you need to do is cleanse your aura and your chakras, and then ask the angels to shield you with light. That's what I feel you need to do. I've got a message for you from Adam. No more donations, please, guys, so I can catch up, okay? I do appreciate them, but I am behind, and I've been on for nearly 3 hours, so that's why I've said no more donations. So you got righteousness. This is the message for you. It's quite simple. Ask yourself, what will please God? And then do that. So what would please God? So in other words, you know that by being around someone who's perhaps married is not the right thing to do. Or you know that sitting around in pain, thinking how bad everything is not really the right thing to do, because God's given you a beautiful life. So God wants you to enjoy your life and be grateful for it, not sit around feeling negative or stressed out. Pray instead. And nourishment, love your body. Bless it with good food, stay hydrated, be grateful for the gift of your health that's keeping you alive. So be grateful for your health, be grateful for everything you've got. Do what you feel is the right thing to do. Think, what would Jesus do in this situation? Let me pull you a card from Jesus as well. What does Jesus want you to know? That clear card, there it is, okay? Let it go. And you've got to forgive. This is about forgiveness, okay? Jesus says this, if I can forgive all of the heinous things done to me, then you can forgive what another has bestowed upon you. So you must forgive. So that an immediate action is to forgive. I hope that helps, okay? Who knew? Thank you for the donation. I have an interview on Monday. How would this new job affect me? How would this new job affect me? Okay? Well, I feel there's a choice there, and you've got to make the right choice for you. It's up to you how it affects you. You've got to ask yourself the question, is this right for me? It's not what, you think about it this way, it's not what you can do for them, it's what they can do for you. Think, right, will this job give me what I want financially, physically? Is it going to give me the hours I want? Is it going to satisfy me spiritually? Is it going to be good for me? Because you have a choice. Okay, you have a choice what you do. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. And that's the thing, we always have a choice. So for example, if you think I've got to go to work, you haven't got to do anything. You choose to, because you want to earn money to have a better life, or to have things, or so you choose to. So you're also choosing to go for this new job, and you choose how you perceive it, whether you do it or not. So you have a choice. So that's what I'm getting coming through. You have a choice how you feel about it, whether it makes you feel good or bad, light or dark, right or wrong, you know, whether you feel negative or positive about it, you have a choice. So the angels are reminding you that you have that choice, because you have free will. So, and there's the decision. You have a decision to make. Follow your truth. Does it feel good to you? If it does, do it. If it doesn't, don't do it. There's something better. Make sure you're getting what you want from it. You're not going to feel like you're overgiving or overdoing. And there could be a delay around receiving the answer anyway. But you're going to feel more focused in that. So I feel it would help you to be more focused. It would help you to give equally. It would help you in many ways. Well, you've got to ask yourself the question, is this job for me? So it's not how it's going to affect you as in, what's this job going to do for me in that way? It's like, how do you feel about it? You have to listen to your feelings, because you have a choice. And if it's not right for you, there'll be something else. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Remember, the angels give me the guidance I need to give to you, not perhaps the answer you want to know. It's about trusting your intuition and knowing you are in control of your own destiny. And you have a plan, and you can do things for your highest good. You know, you haven't got to do anything. You choose to. Priyanka, thank you for the donation. Luke's wise, how does Atash see me by seeing my picture? I feel that this is very much about you needing to love yourself more and accept yourself, because you're constantly asking, how does he see me? How does he view me? How does he look at me? You've got to love yourself, because he will see you as perfect person. But there's some element of you that's not believing that or trusting that because you're asking the question. So how does he see you when he looks at your picture? He sees you as someone he wants it all with, someone he wants a relationship with. He sees you as the person he can have everything with. And he loves your eyes as well. Obviously, there's an eye in there, so I feel he loves your eyes. And, your eyes are the windows of the soul. But he's the person, if he could say to you, he would say, you're my perfect person. You want him to perhaps say, I love your eyes, or I love your body, or I love your smile. And he loves everything about you. You are the perfect person for him. You are the perfect partner for him. That's how he sees you. When he sees you as a cup that he wants to drink from. He sees you as someone who would satisfy his thirst, someone who would satisfy his desires in every way. So there is desire for you there, and longing and lust and wanting, but he sees you as a person who he would have everything with. That's what you need to know. I hope that helps, okay? Chanel, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, can my angels update me on my twin flame Jeff? So what's going on with Jeff? So he doesn't like being back and forth. He needs to make a decision. So this Seven of Swords is like wearing the mask, not being able to fully commit to you or be around you the way he wants to be. And he knows he's got to sort that out. He's saying, I go within to process, I have to work this out. So this is what he's currently working out. How to be able to give to you the right way, how to be with you the right way, and take that mask off. And he wants to fight for the love. You could be seeing 777 because I feel this is something you're both wanting and manifesting. And this could be a big change coming in around July. The 7-7 portal could be really significant for your connection. Because he's saying, I want to fight for this love because I don't want to be back and forth. So if there is a karmic situation that's causing worry, or there's something in the way, that's what he intends to release. And you're strong enough to handle this. So the angel's saying, instead of worrying about this, pray, which you're doing. I feel you are handling this very well. And you're allowing him to process what he needs to process. Because I'm getting this energy where he's either got to walk away from something or take a mask off. You're both seeing signs and synchronicities that guide you to each other. And there will be a reunion. So you are going to come back together. You will reunite. He is going to fight for you when the time is right. He's just processing that right now and working that out. And he knows, he keeps coming up with the same conclusion. I can't keep doing the same thing. I've got to make a decision. I've got to fight for our love. I'm tired of worrying about this and going round and round in circles. And I feel that's what's happening. You are my destination. You're the one he belongs with. You're the one he wants to end up with. He said, I can't remember a time I didn't love you. So he does love you and want you. You're where he wants to be. So I feel 7-7 portal significant for this. Let's get some guidance for you. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Eucharist, the Emperor, you're the only one I'll ever want. So yes, you've got options. You could have anyone else, but you don't want them. You want him. So it's worth waiting for. So remember, it's not about waiting. It's about living life, letting things unfold naturally. Let's get you a message from Adam. Adam is saying, think about what you want. Think about what works for you, what's good for you, what do you want? Your health and emotional well-being must always come first. So you've got to also put your own boundaries down and focus on you and trust the process. But ultimately, I feel that you are going to end up together, and I feel something big is going to happen around July. I hope that helps, okay? And Mariette, thank you for the donation. What's Essie's feelings and thoughts about me? He's in my mind 24/7. My love for him becomes stronger suddenly, although we never share feelings. What's that about? It's twin flame love. He gets stronger because you're not meant to forget them or move on. You're meant to come together. And it will be happening for him too. So I feel you're also feeling what he's feeling. And that's why it's extra intense. So what is going on with him? And what's going on with us? Our future will be a delight and a success. So S knows you're going to be together. And when you have that life together, it's going to be a delight and a success. It's going to be everything you want. and they see the light at the end of the tunnel. So the reason why it's getting stronger suddenly is because you're being guided towards union. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I know that better times are ahead. Now, this could be a timeline for union between June and October. So you're being activated to come back together. So you know that this person is your twin flame, even if you're not labeling it up. You are my twin flame. This is what you're saying. I'm confused and don't know what's next. So that's the uncertainty of the love and the way things are. But that's life. You know, we don't know what's next. We have to have faith in it. And you're saying, I'm trying to forgive you. So you may be trying to forgive the things that have happened or the way things have been, or maybe even forgiving yourself or forgiving him for never talking about his feelings with you. But you're being activated for union. So I feel there is going to be a coming back together, and you're going to move towards union between June and October. So you could come back together before then, but I'm getting June to October as a timeline for union. So what's he feeling and thinking right now? What's he feeling and thinking at this moment? He's saying, my feelings, look at this. This is what you're saying. You're saying, my love for him becomes stronger suddenly, okay? And he's saying, my feelings are so very intense, I'm going crazy. So he's feeling what you're feeling. And he's saying, I don't want to be alone. So he could be holding himself back if he's in something because he's afraid of starting again or having a new beginning, because he's got abandonment wounds. So when they have those abandonment wounds, they stay where they are because it's scary to change. But he knows he can't hide from what he's feeling. So the feelings are getting intense to bring you back together. You just get one more card. Yeah, you were strong, capable, powerful. There's also conflict around him, and that could be with someone else. Okay, so I've got two female presences here, or two feminine energies. So I'm not saying two divine feminines. Where I feel is you're being shown that you are strong, you can handle this, and you are confident. So you've got to be confident, know your own worth and value. But there could be some conflict around someone else. So if there is a third party person, whether it's a partner or it's someone in his life, like a family member, or there's aggro there. So I feel you're being protected at this moment from some kind of conflict that's happening. And this could be until June. Okay, because I got June to October as a timeline for things moving into place. Or this could be over the next 5 weeks, you're being protected from some kind of drama. But I have to give you the furthest timeline out, so I've got June to October. So I'm not saying things can't happen before then, but I feel there is some aggro around that you're being protected from. And especially if you're seeing 444 or rainbows. I hope that helps, okay? Indu, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, current energies of Pravesh for me as next action. We're in no contact. So what's going on with Pravesh? So Pravesh is saying to you, I want to spend the rest of my life loving you. Let's get married. So that's his intention. He wants to get to a place where he can marry you and spend the rest of his life loving you. That's what he wants. When he dreams about you, that's what he dreams about. So you're going to build something together. However, right now it's being built in the 5D. Okay, you're in no contact, so you are connecting through the 5D realm because there's conflict around it that you're being protected from. So he can step into his divine masculine power and gain stability. So just like I said before, you know, to Mariette, there's kind of conflict around that you're being protected from. That's why you're in no contact, because God is protecting you at this time. So you're able to come together at the right time to have what you want. So understand that you're building the communication in the 5D right now. You're building the life in the 5D to the inner union. You're working on the inner union to create the outer union. He said, I always see signs that remind me of you. So right now he's being reminded of you constantly. However, I don't feel it's the right time to actually come back into each other's energy. But anything is possible, especially over the next 8 weeks or so, or between now and August at the latest. Let love guide you, not fear. There's a new beginning ahead within 1 year. So I'm getting within 1 year for union or coming into union in some way. And obviously we're in this new year now, we're in January, so this is a new beginning. I also feel between now and August anything is possible. Just let go of the timings. You know, I'm also seeing again, I've got timings coming through. I've got June to January. I've got different timelines coming through for shifts. because we're offered different timelines. We get offered an opportunity, and if we don't take that opportunity in that timeline, another one will open up. So I've got January to August, and I've got June to January as timelines. But his current energy is thinking about you, fantasizing about you, wanting to do something, but not actually doing it because he's got conflict around him, but you're being protected from that conflict. So what's your guidance in the meantime? You've got the Magician and the Seven of Cups. So this is saying to you, you're becoming the creator of your destiny. You can do what you want to do. So remember, you have power in this situation. Turn your thoughts around. You know you have options, but you only want him. So this could also be about you enjoying your life, going out doing things. I'm not saying date anyone else, but you know that you are attractive and you are desirable and you could attract other options in if you wanted to, but you know you don't want them. So just enjoy your life right now. Enjoy what you're doing in your career or in other areas of your life and wait for the right time to present itself, because when the time is right, God will open the door. I hope that helps, okay? Catty, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, a message my DM. I saw him the other day and felt sad. We avoid each other now. Was it hard for him too? Thanks. Of course it will have been hard for him too. Yeah, he's saying I have some good news I would love to share with you. So it's like he thought, I wish I could tell you what's going on with me. I want to talk to you. So I feel he wants to talk to you to share some good news. I'm not saying he's like his life's wonderful. I feel like if he's gone through something recently that's perhaps been a good thing, it could be like something going on at work or something that's happened with family. He wants to share these things with you. And you're going to start to see results around March. So things are going to move forward again. Things are going to shift. So what's he upset about or dealing with in the separation? But what I'm really connected with here is as well, thank you, angels, are saying, when you saw him the other day, it's like he sees her as good news. You know, it's like you are good news to him. He's a mess. Look at this, I'm a mess. He's not ready. I'm a mess. I've got things going on. So, and God knows this too. Obviously, you've seen each other, so you're being brought back into each other's energy. However, he still feels like he's a mess. And he doesn't want to be a mess when he's with you. He may seem like he's indifferent, but he isn't. He's just a mess. He's saying highs and lows. You know, he's going through highs and lows. So I feel like he is okay sometimes. And then he has lows like you do. You know, it's not like you're sitting around in misery. You know, you'll have highs and lows, ups and downs. You both mirror each other in that way. And that's a good thing. You don't want him kind of sitting around crying and being upset. You want him to have some kind of normal life. And it may seem like he's indifferent, but he isn't. He's just in his head. He goes into his head and he's saying, I'm a mess. And I feel things are going to start turning around March time. So what else do you need to know? I could stare at you forever. Let me just refresh, because I'm at the top of my chat. Let me just refresh my tablet because it keeps going off. Just bear with me a second. I'll do this first and then bring it back up. There we are. Okay. Then it won't keep doing that. Just playing the advert and then there we are. Okay, that's better. And then my chat won't keep jumping off. Oh, it's so slow my side, honestly. Come on, come on, come on. Look, it's not even bringing the chat up. It's stuck. Sorry, I know I'm halfway through doing your question. Let me just do it again. Try and get my chat back up. It's not bringing my chat up. Oh, it is now. Okay, it wasn't then. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it shouldn't go off now. So I could stare at you forever. So this is also a sign that when he saw you or connected with you, wanted to look at you forever. He could be looking at your pictures as well. What else is the energy? What's going on with him? Yeah, there's going to be a conversation coming in. Time apart is creating the way for a conversation. I feel the time apart has been creating epiphanies and a karmic ending is taking place. So if he's in a karmic cycle, that's the mess he's in. And that's going to end, okay? And he's having an epiphany about it right now. So you're going to start to see results around March time because things are going to shift forward. Okay, so don't worry about the when. It is coming. That conversation is definitely coming. But I feel there has to be a karmic ending first, or something needs to shift with a karmic cycle. Now you're saying he's in a karmic cycle. And the time apart has been helping him to realise this, okay? Because he's a mess, and his karmic cycle's a mess. And I feel that could also be the good news that comes in. There is ending a karmic cycle. Let me just get you one more card, because I know you're trying to find out about timings, about talking. Let me bring the gilded in. Any timelines? I've got March coming through. Yeah, look, March. There's going to be a reconciliation for sure. You're definitely going to talk again. It's not over. And you've got commitment there, and you've got the Seven of Swords. So I feel this karmic cycle he's in, he doesn't want to come towards you while he's still in that. Because it's not really helping anything. He doesn't like being back and forth. He doesn't want to be feeling guilty. It upsets you and him. It causes a problem. So I feel he's getting out of that first to be able to come forward and give you some good news. So whenever he's committed to or in, it's deception around it. It's illusion. It's not real. It may come across on the surface like it's all wonderful, but it's actually not. But again, there's lessons in there. So remember, in the karmic cycle, there's lessons being learned. Okay, and I feel that he's learned them now. He knows he needs to end it. Yeah, well, you've put boundary up, there you go. But you're definitely going to come back together when the time is right. I'm getting March as significant here, but he wants to end this karmic cycle. Because he's not a bad person, you know, he doesn't want to be seen as a bad person by anyone. He wants to do the right thing, and I feel he's perhaps been trying to do the right thing, but it isn't the right thing. The right thing has been with you, and he knows it. Let me just pull you one more card. The message for you in the meantime. Innocence. Remember your life before your first relationship. How did you feel? You felt free, capable, excited. Find that feeling again, where anything is possible. And I feel that's what he's missing. I feel like what he wants is a life before that relationship. So this is reminding you to be at peace with where you are. But I feel the message is, before that relationship he was in, he felt free, capable, and excited. And he wants to feel free to have that relationship with you. So I feel this is all about him releasing the thing he's in to be free. I hope that helps, okay? Pisces, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, wondering how my DM feels now that we finally met up after 13 years in separation. Isn't that powerful? He feels like his life is falling apart, okay? And it's scaring him, but he knows it's necessary change. So he feels like nothing will ever be the same again. And obviously it won't, okay? You come back in contact and he's like, whoa, this is showing me that my life needs to change, because he knows he deserves you and he knows he wants to be with you. And you know now, after coming back together after 13 years of separation, why it perhaps hasn't worked out with anyone else. Because you're saying, I know now why it won't work with anyone else, and that scares me. So really you're both being scared by the intensity of it, but you also both know that nothing really is going to work out until you're together. So it's like you've both had the epiphany that you belong together. That's what I'm really picking up on. So what else? Yeah, because you're twin flames jumping out the deck. Okay, twin flames. Emotional. So he also feels very emotional. There's the Tower again. There's that chaos. And you've got set intentions. Now, I've got timings as well here. So I've got 2000. I mean, I don't know what you've talked about when you came together, but I've got 2016 to 2020 as significant. So there could have been a lot of lessons learned around this time, or a lot of realising around this time as well. I feel like he's wanted to come back to you for a long time before he did, possibly from 2016, possibly around 2020, because that's when the pandemic was as well. So he could have been thinking about you very clearly around that time. But I feel it's so important now that you set your intentions, you ask your angels what you want, and keep your thoughts strong as well. But he's feeling very emotional. He knows what he wants. He knows he wants you. You're both going through towers. So how is he feeling about this reunion? How is he feeling about this reunion? Your smile is everything. So perhaps he couldn't stop smiling, or he's looking at your smile, your mouth. No matter how much time goes by, you're still my person. Isn't that beautiful? So obviously you've had 13 years apart, and he's saying no matter how much time goes by, you are still my person. And that makes him feel emotional. That's what's going on with him. Okay, so what's the next step? Yeah, you got the moon in reverse, which is happiness, but there is conflict there. There's still reasons why you can't be together, and that needs to be dealt with. The silence is helping. There's reflection. So if he's quiet now, Okay, if he goes quiet now, I'm not saying you're going back into separation, but I feel you both need to process what you've experienced. So if he goes quiet now, don't panic. The silence is helping because he's reflecting on everything he's just experienced. And they're spending time together. He's reflecting on spending time with you and what that means. And that's going to bring in a breakthrough and an epiphany. So it's going to create something pretty special. So while he's having this time to reflect, you set your intentions, you talk to your angels, and you process how you feel as well. Because what you're realising is, whoa, all that time apart was just an illusion. Preparation, it's a preparation. Separation is illusion. I feel that's what you've both realised. Doesn't matter how much time you have apart, you'll always want to be together because you're meant to be. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, I've been on for 3 hours and nearly 20 minutes, guys. I'm just going to pull a couple from the chat there. Says, have I missed my reading? I had to go off for a few minutes. Did you donate, honey? If you donated, I will have answered. If you donated, okay? I've done all the donations now. So what's your question? Let's have put a question in there. I don't think you donated, did you, honey? Okay, if you didn't, put your question in, okay? So Daisy says, please, current feelings of awe. So what's going on with Daisy's awe? Look at this. I'm preparing to reach out and communicate to you just how much I feel and how much I care. Look at that jumped out. So he is preparing to communicate with you. So you could receive a message. Anything else? You still got it. Love that. So he's saying you still got it. Your smile is everything. Okay, don't worry. Just pop your question in for me, honey, and then I'll do you next, okay? So your smile is everything. You've still got it. So what he means is you can still turn him on. You've still got everything going for you. And your smile is everything. So you've still got it. And I feel you make him feel that way too. You make him feel good about himself. They give me a block. So he definitely wants to clear the air. So keep smiling because it's bringing him in. He loves your smile, okay? We want to do, how long have you been live? I've been live for 3 hours and 20 minutes. And for me, it is just gone 11:05 a.m. Okay? Let me just move my hair out of the way here. So I'm going to do Ems. I'm just waiting for Em's question to come in. Jacinta says, thank you for being here, honey. What is the full moon in Leo bringing for me and my mum? I'm not able to make a donation. That's okay. You don't need to donate. That's the message. Adam's saying smell, okay? Smell intuitively. It's about using your intuition. Okay, so use your intuition. The nose is a magical thing. And your mum knows what to do. Luck is on your side. Something could be happening around the 13th. So the 13th of Feb could be a lucky day for you. Or a lucky day for your mum. Okay, so the 13th I feel is symbolic. You may also start seeing 1313. So this moon is bringing luck in. And helping you to connect with your nose, as in your intuition, but also that you can smell when something feels good, when something feels weird or bad or off. Your nose knows. So what's the guidance for you as a divine feminine? Queen of Cups, do you feel emotional, but you're learning to harness that power inside of you as a psychic power and a strength. So this moon may make you feel emotional about your mum, or it may make you feel emotional about P, or it just may make you feel emotional. But you're able to harness that power and use it to journal your feelings down, or to trust what you're feeling, to focus your intentions, to think about what you want. So I feel the full moon is helping you to get clear on what you want and helping your mum to get clear on what she wants. So let's bring in a message for your mum. So you've got all of heaven is right by her side, okay? She's not on her own, remember. And I feel that's what you need to remember a lot of the time, because you worry that she's not making the right decisions or doing the right thing, but she's got to do what's right for herself. Okay, so all of heaven is by her side, and this could be your dad as well. Divine intervention. So the angels are helping. When you pray, remember, the help comes in. Trust your intuition, and that's what I've just been talking about. You're manifesting your perfect partner, and I feel that's for you. So understand that you're manifesting your person. This could even be about you and P coming together between July and February. Okay, so you've got to trust your intuition. So I feel the full moon and the new moon as well, the cycle, is going to help you to feel more intuitive. I feel anxious because Dad died after the full moon in Leo. Well, breathe. Your dad's isn't really He hasn't really gone anywhere. You know, he's just a thought away. Ems hasn't put a question in. I did ask her to. So, you know, I did obviously offer to do a question for you. Exercise your intelligent mind, your dad is saying to you. Journal your feelings down. Do a crossword. Read a book. Do something that exercises your mind. He said, I'm sorry I didn't take care of things. I was afraid. So there may be more things he wished he could have done before he passed away. There he wishes he could have done, but he was afraid. I'm surrounded by loving pets and animals. My mind was my prison, okay? And there is nothing you could have done differently to change the outcome. So this could even be about forgiving. You know, you forgiving yourself, your mum forgiving herself, because everything happened the way it was meant to happen. You know, God is in control of everything. He really is in charge. I hope that helps, okay? Bob, thank you for the donation. Where's your question then? Oh, there is Ems's question. Let me do Ems and then I'll come back to you, Bob. Bear with me a second, okay? Because Bob's asking if he's watching. Let me do Ems first. So Em says, hi Liz, could I please have a reading for career opportunities and outcome? Thank you so much. So what's the message for you? There may be an ending. So there could be something you want to end that's calming, something that you've learned your lessons from that you want to change. So you may feel like it's time for a change in your career. You want to do something differently, something that's going to bring more balance in. And we've got looking, maybe you're looking for that right now. You could be looking for that job right now. Something that's going to bring more balance in, something that's going to be more spiritual for you, going to make you feel more balanced. The angels say it's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. So you may enjoy what you're doing right now, or you may be doing something now, but there's something better coming, something that's more aligned with your spiritual path, and I feel that's what you're going to be working towards. So what does Archangel Gabriel want you to know? What does Archangel Gabriel want you to know? Gabriel is saying inspiration. So this is going to be something you feel inspired to do, or something that activates your inspiration. Yes, your idea is divinely inspired. Take action accordingly to set it into motion. So you may already know what you want to do, or you may already be guided to do something different, or something's coming in your mind, and that's what you need to take action on. So I feel you're going to be guided by your angels to make the right choices and decisions through your intuition, your crown chakra. You know, you being aware of this is drawing me to it. I'm passionate about it. I want it. And I feel this is going to happen soon. Anything else? Yeah, you making a decision to be more focused on something more aligned with what you're doing or what you want. Something that is going to make you feel better, because you may feel right now that you're overgiving or overdoing, or you're not receiving what you want. So you may have to speak your truth in the situation as well. If you want to stay where you are, you could have to speak up to someone. This could be someone in authority. This could be you even perhaps saying goodbye to someone in authority. Got a male energy around this as well. But I feel you know what you deserve, and you want to move towards something that's more in alignment with you. That's what I'm picking up on. Put you one more card. I thought another card jumped out. Oh, it did. Yeah, this is something that's perhaps going to help you build more stability as well, to bring more rewards in for you in your home as well as in your career, because you've got changes are coming and God is your source. So this is trusting that God is in charge, and he will point you in the right direction, move you towards where you're meant to be, and bring the right changes in. So you could be seeing 555. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, so Bob's donated, said, is he watching me now? Okay, is he watching you now? Is that all you want to know, honey? Is he watching you? Is that all you want to know? Is he watching you now? Okay, so he's going to do something. I feel that he could be watching you now, but I feel he's going to make a decision to make something happen quickly. Okay, so when I make a decision, things happen quickly. I'm just releasing fears around what other people think to finally put my own needs first, to follow my heart. So it feels like when he thinks about you, he thinks about his heart, okay? Still hurts though. Why does it hurt? It hurts because you're growing and learning. You're learning to look beyond the physical and to connect in higher realms. You're learning that, okay? So I feel that he's got fears around following his heart, and that's what he needs to release. And then he's going to make a decision to come forward or to do something. So once he's overcome that fear, I do feel something's going to happen quickly between the two of you. So is he watching you? What do you need to know? Yeah, things are stuck though. Things are stuck until the new moon. In other words, there's nothing really happening until the new moon. Then he's going to communicate. I definitely feel there's going to be an offer coming in some way of love or some kind of communication. You don't need to reach out or do anything. You just need to allow this to move forward. So what I've got happening here is the new moon comes in on the 17th of February, and that's the year of the fire horse. It's also an eclipse, and it's going to be powerful. So I'm feeling things are stuck until then. And then there's going to be some kind of communication because he's going to make that decision quickly to reach out, to follow his heart, because he will have released those fears. So don't take it personally, because the fears that he's got, it's nothing to do with you. It's about his own life and the things he's got going on. So what's the guidance for you? Yeah, you can't miss out on what's meant for you. So all this pain is coming because you probably feel like you're not being chosen, or you're not seen or heard or loved, and it's your inner child that's in pain. So give back to your inner child. What you're really saying is, I know why it could never work out with anyone else, and that sometimes scares me. So you may not want anyone else because you know ultimately that this person is your person. And you can't miss out on that because you can't miss out on the right person for you. And that's what you're being guided to know. So just get one more energy. We'll bring in what's the energy cards as well. Yeah, celebration and reunion, eventual positive outcome. So it's all going to work out eventually. I feel you're worried about things that you don't need to. The angels are helping you to relax about this, okay? And yeah, I feel that he's distracted by things. I mean, this could move towards marriage in the future and spending time together. So I definitely feel there's hope for commitment and movement. And there's distractions that may be in the way, okay? But I do feel that things are going to shift in a positive direction, okay? But I'm feeling that marriage is about something committing in the future with the two of you eventually, unless as well there's like a marriage in the way now, but I'm not really picking up on that. I feel it's more that there's a choice, there could be a choice to make or a decision. This could be releasing a previous cycle. But your person is going to make a decision to come towards you and choose you, because it's never about choosing you. It's always about choosing their own self, to follow the heart that leads to you. That's why you can't miss out on what's meant for you. So work on you. Let me pull you a card from Adam, the first man. What do you need to know? Gratitude. Just be grateful for everything that you come across and thank God for it. So be grateful for everything. Be grateful for the pain, because it reminds you that you're alive. It's better to feel than not feel anything. So know that the way you feel is also reminding you that you are a beautiful being. You are vulnerable and loving and kind and gentle, and that makes you. Everyone hurts. REM sang that, everybody hurts sometimes. So allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. It's reminding you that you're alive, and that's why you come to Earth. I hope that helps, okay? Andrea says, may I ask one question? Can you teach me? Listen, of course, ask you. Just pop it in, honey. I'm not staying on that much longer. I've been on 3.5 hours, and I've got a busy one today. I'm going to be live again tomorrow. Okay. So I don't know what your question is. Oh, you're welcome, Ems. Michelle says, "Morning, Liz. Can I get a message from Mohammed, the High Priestess? Your person, Mohammed, is tapping into their intuition, because the nose knows, remember, and it's allowing them to see the truth. So they know what the truth is. They know what they feel when they think about you, and you feel like home to them. That's their truth. So Mohammed is saying, I know my truth. You are my hope. You're where I belong. You're part of me. That's how he feels. Okay. Anything else you need to know? Yeah, celebration and reunion. He wants to come back together with you, and you will come back together. What's the energy? You've got separation is needed. Trust the process. So you're learning in separation to trust the process. That's what you're being reminded. That's why it happens. Not only because it's preparation, gets you ready for what's coming, but it allows you to find faith. And he knows that you're his home. That's what he wants you to know. This card's just moved on top of the deck. Flirting. So he could come back in a flirty way. So when you reconnect or he messages you, he could flirt with you. It could be a flirty emoji. And he's actually wondering why you haven't reached out. Why haven't you reached out? You may even be thinking that too. Am I that easy to forget? No. He's just waiting for the right time. I hope that helps, okay? So Andrea, you need to put your oh, there you are. Is my twin aware of who I am? Is he going to reach out to me? Of course he'll be aware of who you are. He may not recognise the label, okay? But he is going to reach out because he's got some news he wants to share with you, and that will be good news for you. So he does want to reach out to share something with you. He's saying, I'm still afraid of the changes I must make. So he's going to make changes to be with you, and that's why he perhaps holds himself back or tries to deny the love, because he's got to make changes. But he wants to make it right with you, so he's definitely going to reach out to you. And he said, I shouldn't have blocked you. Now, he may have blocked you, but this is more about pushing you away or not letting you in or being cold or a bit cool. I shouldn't have done that. You deserve better than that. Okay, but he knows he needs to make it right with you, and that's his intention. And when I connect with this coming out as an intention for them, I have some good news I want to share. It's like it could be a way in. You know, like, oh, just want to tell you about this. You know, let me tell you about this garden hose that cleaned my path. You know, it's like good news. It's like an excuse to reach out. So he's going to come in with some kind of good news to break the ice. But there are still changes he has to make, and he's still afraid of those changes. So just be aware of that, okay? So there's going to be a change in family situations as well. So that could be the change he needs to make. The doors are opening for things to move forward, so don't give up. You set your clear intentions and have faith. Okay, I feel that there's an opportunity for union, like actually coming together in union between August and January. But I feel you could receive communication way before that. I hope so. I feel he could communicate with you, but he's still going to need to free himself up from something. So it's not like he's going to just come to you and be like, right, we can be together now. There's some changes he still has to make. I hope that helps, okay? PJ says, is Richard interested in me romantically, or is it one-sided? Okay, is he interested in you romantically? He's saying, I'm not intentionally ignoring you and working out what to say and how to say it. So I do feel there's feelings there, and he wants to tell you that, but he's working out what to say or what to do. So he's not meaning to ignore you. Okay, you got the magician here who wants to take control, and he wants to meet up with you or come forward, and he definitely does feel it. So there's the Two of Cups. So Two of Cups and the Three of Cups, brilliant cards. Magician, even better, because he is going to take action towards you, but you've got to be patient. So I don't feel it's one-sided. He isn't actually ignoring you at all. He's working out what to say. So if you give him more time and you don't worry or stress out, there's going to be an action towards you. I hope that helps, okay? Who are we doing then? And we'll do a couple more. Power says, am I going to enter or let in someone in my life? Am I going to enter? What do you mean, am I going to enter or let in someone in my life soon? Do you know how I see? Are you going to enter someone's life, or are they going to enter your life? Is that what you mean? What's going to happen for you in love? I think that's what you mean. So, well, I feel someone's going to come into your life, and it's really both ways. It's not really like you entering someone's life or them entering your life. You just kind of get brought together, and it's going to be someone who is going to fight for you. Okay, or you're going to fight someone. You're going to, like, this person is going to show you that they want you in their life. They're going to fight for you. So I feel someone is coming into your life, possibly around July, who's going to show you they want you. They're going to be pursuing you heavily, bombarding you with messages, showing you that they want you. And I feel that's ultimately what you want. You want someone to show up for you the right way. So I feel what you're manifesting right now is someone who's going to give you love. And you're going to come together. The universe will create the way. So I don't feel it's like you're going to go into their life or they're going to go into your life, because you're just going to naturally come together. The universe will create the way. So what else do you need to know about this? We've got your connection with source is getting stronger. Okay, so trust in the signs you see and the way you feel. Work on creating health and abundance right now. Focus on your career. Focus on doing you. Keep your thoughts positive at all times. Make your wish, and then the universe will bring it in. And you could also get success and financial gain around this time too. So I feel June to August is where the timeline shift is, where you're going to be attracted in love and money and success and other things. Okay, this person on this card as well, if you look at the way he looks, I mean, you know, you've got those kind of Scottish vibes going on as well with what he's wearing. Blonde, he could be blonde. But I'm not giving you those traits. It may mean something there, but I feel this person is going to be fighting for you in some way. I hope that helps, okay? Oh, thank you, Angie. That means the world. And, you know, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you for your love and support, you know, over the years. And it means so much to me. And I love doing these lives. I know, obviously, I get totally enthralled in what I'm doing. I don't like say hi to everyone all the time. But you know, you all matter to me. And I'm so grateful for you all. And that's why I'm going to be live again tomorrow as well. So I'm going to leave it there for today. Okay, thank you for the donations. Thank you for liking. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up. And thank you for all your amazing love and support. Thank you to my amazing moderators for being here all the way through. Oh, let's do Patricia. There we are. Patricia jumping in right at the end again. Nearly missed you again there. Let's do a message for Patricia with Tony. What does Tony want you to know? I know I seem distant, but I do love you. Okay, so he's being distant right now, but it's because he does love you and he's working through what that means. Okay, so King of Swords is planning, you know, he's in his head about you, he's thinking. So anything else you need to know? Anything else you need to know? Separation is needed. So a little bit of time apart is needed and then reunion. Look at this. Separation is needed and then reunion. So he's going through something. It's not about you. So if he has blocked you or, you know, pushed you away or whatever he's doing, it's because he's having highs and lows. So he's still learning how to handle his feelings and emotions. He's not as strong as you. Okay, so he's going through highs and lows, ups and downs. And then he's going to reach back out or come forward again saying, I'm sorry I did that, you know. I'll move anywhere that you are. Maybe that's what he's processing as well. When you touch me, I go weak at the knees. And I feel that he's not used to this. And he's not used to thinking, I'm just going to pick my life up and move somewhere. He's not used to feeling like that either. So I feel it's causing him fear. So what's the guidance from your higher self? Flying out, we got, yeah, you're learning that separation is preparation for union. So this is why you're being guided to know that. I don't feel it's going to last long. It could be 3 days, 3 weeks at the most. Definitely don't feel it will go beyond March. Okay, if he has been quiet and weird. Well, aren't they all? Okay, let's do a message from Adam for you. Rise and shine. Get up early and embrace the day. Start and end your day with the birds, not a watch or a clock. So don't let this affect your day. Get up, do what you're doing, rise, shine, and love your life, and then it'll come back. I hope that helps, okay? Breath Design, thank you for the donation. Alice, what does Arthur think of me? When is he coming in? How does Arthur think of you, and when is he coming in? How does Arthur think of you, and when is he coming in? He has a vision of what he wants. Could be around February time or after that because he's in his head thinking. But he definitely has a vision of what he wants and what he wants is you. So he does feel that way for you. And he sees that in his mind, okay? We've got, did you love me? So maybe you're wondering if he loves you, how he feels about you. Did you love me? Do you love me? How do you feel? So you could be asking that question. He wants to meet up, let's meet up. And how can you still do this to me after all this time? So it doesn't matter how long you've known each other. He feels like you do things to him. Okay, let's meet up. So I do feel he wants to meet up with you. See if I can just get a timeline. Yeah, he wants to come forward the right way. Okay, so I feel that when he intends, his vision is to be with you monogamously and in a relationship with you. He wants that with you. He doesn't want to mess you around or be back and forth or be in something else and thinking about you, or he wants to be all in with you. That's the vision he wants. Well, that's the vision he has. That's what he wants. He doesn't want to mess you around or let you down. If he has let you down and messed you around in the past, he doesn't want to do that anymore. So if you're doubting how he feels, he does love you. Okay, that's what he's saying to you. I do love you, and I'm ready for our reunion. You're ready for it. So 2 to 3. So February to March, something coming in. Let me see if I can get clarified for the timeline. Yeah, don't be, it's just like, right, you may not be ready to accept your cup in this particular moment. You're both thinking about each other, you're both wanting each other, but there's a slight delay. Okay, so any timelines? I've got like the next 2 to 3. You've got new moons. So again, this could be around the 17th of February to the autumn, the new moon autumn. So this could be communication coming in. and then something real being manifested around the fall season. So take it out, resonates with you. Okay, but they always give me the furthest timeline out. So the furthest timeline out is like autumn, which is like October time. Let's get one more card. Anything else you need to know? Afraid to pass set. You got reunion. No matter what happens, you're coming back together because you've had reunion coming up in about 4 decks here. But afraid to press send. So you may just be a little bit afraid to press that send button right now. So have faith. Could happen around the new moon. Okay, and I've got 2 to 3. So I'm kind of connecting with February, March, and then autumn. So it could be communication February, March, and then autumn is when the union happens. Because remember, reunion is coming together. Union is being in a relationship. I hope that helps, okay? So I was going to go off, but I've had a few more questions come in. So Ashwini's saying, which newspaper should I choose for exam, TH or IE? What are you guided to? Let's get a card around TH. Card around TH. What are you guided to? Imagine you've got both of them there. What do you go to first of all? Straight away, that's your answer. Card around IE. So TH, you've got success. Okay, TH, complete success. For that card to come out, that's a very clear message. Okay, IE, love, emotion. So I feel that both would be good. I feel there's more emotion for some reason, or more, maybe you feel like you've got more of a relationship with IE than you would have perhaps with TH, but I feel TH is what's going to bring in the success. TH is me, and isn't it? Oh, okay. Well, I'm seeing it as TH, okay? That's what I'm channeling it as. So you take it out, resonates with you. I've got TH as success. And this is like promotion and receiving rewards. And it's probably the best card you could get coming up for an exam or something like that. And then you've got love and a relationship and emotion around IE. Whatever that is, okay? Well, that's what I've got coming through. So put them into how they resonate with you. I hope that helps, okay? I want to do as well, before I go off, let's do a little message for Laura, Auntie Lolo, okay? So, Mr. O is saying, I'm tapping into my intuition and it's allowing me to see my truth. And I feel you can feel that anyway, because you feel like some good news is on the way. And he wants to perhaps share some good news with you or come in with something real. You know, I keep getting this message where they need an excuse to come in. When they may say, how are you doing? How are you feeling? You know, are you doing well? And you're afraid to let go, but you're learning how to trust the journey. And you're learning that in many ways, how to let go and be at peace and find your centre. Because you're trusting the universe. So you've got trust the universe, 222. You could be seeing spiders as well. You're seeing all the other signs you see. And the angels are guiding you to keep the faith through the signs you see, 333, 444, 222. You could look at the clock and it's 2:34, which is another big sign for you. What else do you need to know? Yeah, I wanted to contact you so many times before I did, but you take my breath away. So I feel that he gets nervous and anxious about contact. He's saying you still take my breath away after all this time. And that's why he perhaps holds off on contact, because he gets a bit afraid. He said, I wanted to contact you so many times before I did. So he's always thinking about contacting you. Have we got any timelines or anything you need to know? Any day now, look at that. Any day now, something's going to happen. There's going to be a breakthrough. Get one more card. Anything else you need to know for Laura? Yeah, look, afraid to press send. This is why, afraid to press send. He wants to so badly. And that's why the separation is needed, because you're going to move towards marriage, and he could have issues around marriage because of his past or things he's gone through. But he's just a little bit afraid to press send. I hope that helps, okay? Ling says he is ST and I am HL, so TH is great. So I want to bring you some more messages in as well, ST. Ling. See, I'm mixing you and your person up now because you are one. Nothing else matters when I'm with you. I want to bring you some bucket messages in. I don't know if I did before, but I want to bring some more in. So let's bring in some messages for Ling. Ling's been here all the way through this live, which is amazing. Silence for a while, because then he can express himself in a very free way. So you've got expression and freedom. So I feel this is why there's silence for a while. So you can obviously explore your freedom, and he can express himself when he is free to do that, and that's why you're being guided to relax. A kiss is coming and a social invitation. You've also got things don't resonate because he feels miserable where he is and he's hiding. So what you need to know with him is that things in his life aren't resonating with him because he's miserable and he's hiding. And he knows that things don't resonate with him. That's why it's come through that way. It's like his life isn't running right because he's dreaming about kissing you or being around you. So even if there's silence for a while, it doesn't matter because he's going to free himself up from whatever he's in to express himself to you. So relax about it all. Let's bring in another message. Anything else you need to know? Thank you, Postman. Postman just posted something through, so that could be a sign. Let's get you a message about what he's struggling with. What is he really struggling with right now? Abandonment issues. As a result of abandonment that I had in my early life, I therefore had this deep fear within me that you would also leave me. So I protect myself by leaving you first. I'm now working on healing my abandonment issues. So he's got abandonment issues he's still dealing with. Let's get you an angel number as well. Anything else you need to know? Postman received notification of a parcel arrive. That's synchronicity. 9:45, you could see that on the clock. Step into your senses as a way of communicating with your twin on an intimate level. So I feel this is definitely about 5D connection, feeling each other's energy. Intimate as well is about the desire, the Kundalini, which I'm sure I picked up on before because I'm connecting with Kundalini. Flying out, we've got you are my best friend and I need to talk to you. So he is missing your friendship, talking to you, and he does feel that way, that you are his best friend and he can talk to you about things, and he's missing that a lot. There's rapid changes going on, so you could see 555, and he's going to have many dreams and fantasies about you. So when he thinks about you, he thinks about you as his best friend. Doesn't matter how much time you've spent together or what you've done together, that's how he sees you. And he knows he can talk to you about anything. And there's rapid changes coming in. So, yeah, 555, not surprised. It's a big sign of ascension as well and transformation. I'm seeing it all the time. You know, I met up with Lisa the other day on Wednesday, and we went out and we went in a shop, and my change, she couldn't believe it, my change was £4.44. And I was like, whoa, that's the first time I've had a 444 coming through in change like that. I see it all the time everywhere else, but not like that. So amazing. Jacinta says, I had a dream I saw a baby boy, and P's entering the house, had a drink in his hand, entered the glass room, named Rehab inside his house and missing him. What does it mean? It's a sign you're coming together. It's a big sign to trust the love and to trust, that's why it's glass, because it's transparent. Okay, that things are coming together. You've got to have faith in what you're being shown. So, you know, your dreams have meaning for a reason. So you are so special and fine, nothing else matters when I'm with you. And this could even be a sign about you perhaps having children or creating a family or life together. Anyway, I'm going off because I've been on for nearly 4 hours again. I've got a busy day today. So thank you so much to everyone who's watching. I'm going to be live again tomorrow. Okay, so Saturday morning around 8, half 8, something like that. Maybe 9, I'll see. Because tomorrow is my day off, but I'm going to do a live. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a magical, wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.